Who draws the line between forgery and feeling inspired? Who defines derivative versus being admired? Who decides what original means? Who aspires and who's the wannabes? Upon the shoulders of giants, I've got a long way to drop. Oh, I never get here on my own. See the view from the top. Who's to say what's reiteration and what is new? Who decides what original means? Who aspires and who's the wannabes? Upon the shoulders of giants, I've got a long way to drop. Oh, I never get here on my own. See the view from the top.
How's it going, everybody? Here we are. Apparently daylight savings are going to be hitting at least in NA in a couple of days. I had no idea that's a thing or that's happening this early, but I guess it kind of makes sense, you know, it's November. How y'all doing? Welcome back. We got ourselves a lot of new updates for WoW. I was starting to get a bunch of projects done. I was like, hold on a second. I forgot or almost forgot. Today is a dueling day, so we're going to try to get some groups together in just a second here. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a good one. Hopping on EU for the evening when it comes to our 5V5 1v1 duels regular shebang that we do here. Let me get the mix that we usually listen to. I'm just gonna get it up and running right now. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna get it going now. That's a little loud. Is it the right thing I'm moving? Yeah, it is. Cool. All right. So we got groups. I'm gonna be hosting in just a second here. We get them up and running. If you guys want to join us, more than welcome to. We got ourselves the regular spots where you can hang out in. When it comes to LFG, under Molten Core usually. I'll post it here in just a second. But I'm excited, man. We got a bunch of new class changes this week too, so this should be a lot of fun. UI scale, beautiful. All right, so let me see. I don't know if Plush already has a group listed or if I need to list one up and running. Looks like Plush already got a group, so if you guys want to join us, you're more than welcome to. Let me see, where is the thing? Here we are. Or now, hold on. Here we are. Alrighty. There we are, boys. There we are. 5V5 1v1 Duels. Groups are up. Join my man Plush on, what is that character name? Zimbox? What? Is that the Feral Druid? Is that your Feral Druid? Oh my goodness. And hopefully Cracker's all good to go and all that. We'll see, because he did hit me up. He was like, yo, time was like, what is it, the what's it called, daylight saving stuff or whatever, are you gonna be streaming at the same time? And I had to ask him, like, yo, what time are we streaming then? Yeah, rogues are broken. Yeah, I feel it, dude. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Well, they ended up kind of, Subtlety had a flagellation build apparently, and then it's just like you couldn't really play it anymore. Or rather, it was like doing a lot of damage, and then they got it by 50%. I think they said something in the blue post like, oh, it's like it's doing too much damage. We didn't mean for it to do this much damage, so we reduced it by 50%. And it's like, come on, Douglas. Or maybe it wasn't never, because I know flagellation was like a weird ability that not a lot of people played. In most cases, it was just like, you technically could pick up other talents instead of it and just be as effective without it. Right? But I think after they changed the profile where you don't have cooldown reduction, people went flagellation because that's what you do in PvE. And they probably saw that, oh wait, the big mastery and the damage you're doing together, the nerf CC, the nerf CDR damage, screw you Blizz. Yeah, they don't want you playing rogue. If somebody in Blizzard out there, dude, just doing world quests and getting ganked by a rogue, and every single time that happens, rogues eat a nerf. So like, whoever is this rogue out there ganking Blizzard devs out in the open world, man, you're literally contributing to the rogue nerfs. Alrighty, so let me double check to see if we can help fill out the group really quickly, because we still just got one. What I could do is, where is Breezaz, by the way? Does Canon want to join? Is Kragar putting a group together right now? He's in a Temple Lookout Mogo, but imagine he might be putting a group together after that, so we'll see. Yeah. Otherwise, hey, wanna join for some 5V5 1v1 Duels, friend? Did EU already see their, did EU already get like a time shift in your time zones or whatever? Like an hour back or an hour forward or whatever? Or how to hit you guys? Ringing deeps. Let's see if, hey, wanna join 5v5 Duels later? It's 8 PM instead of 9 PM? Okay, so wait, you guys shifted an hour forward? So you guys lost an hour. Are we about to lose an hour? Because if we're about to lose an hour, then I can actually stream at normal time then. No, it's an hour earlier than usual. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's an hour back. Oh, okay. I see. I get it now. All right. Talking about it. Yeah. I'm sure everybody's like, well, what happened? Hey, wanna join 5v5 Duels, friend? I'm gonna see if I can get some bodies in here. Hey, putting together 5v5 duel groups if you want in friend. 8 PM in UK, usually 9 PM. I get it. Yeah. It's gonna be weird for everybody then. Everybody's like, hours are getting shifted around or whatever. Okay, cool. So we're gaining an hour then, right? I think. Okay, well, that's gonna throw my whole schedule off in a second here. Breeza's hitting me up. Nemi's hitting me up. Hold on a second, your thing. When will it be on? EU got that time zone shift thing. So we are starting about now-ish. Yeah. Cracker still doing some duels? Okay. Getting groups together. Now. There we go. Yeah. All right, so it's going to be pretty interesting how that's going to affect the groups or whatever. Send me a spot. Okay. All right. So let me do this. Let me join Team Plush so I could like suggest invite people from my BNet. But yeah, if you guys are interested in joining some 5V5 1v1 Duels, man, we got ourselves a group available. Cracker, I'm sure, is going to be putting a group together. Apparently, Sai is together with Cracker, and they're doing like duels right now, or they've been doing duels for a while. But yeah, okay, I'll be leading. I'm cool with that. I want to see if he wants to join. CP Bear, hey, wanna join 5v5 Duels? Putting groups for these right now. Dude, I need some of the older homies that used to come around to these pretty regularly. Who was it that used to come around? Tags, I remember, used to come around. Abe, I remember, used to come around for these. I wonder if he's still around. Ruins of Lordaeron. Okay, so it looks like Tags is just queuing up. Can him hit me up? Let's go. Okay, beautiful. Hell yeah, guy. Hell yeah, bud. Let's go, Saya. Yo, get you in here. Hold on. I was about to whisper report. Why is it when you click on someone's name, you could whisper report, ignore it? You should be able to accept, right? I know there's a big accept button, but like when I hit here, like why does it go? It's like left click to not even right click, or both. Both clicks does that. I don't like that. I feel like I can accidentally report somebody. What's up, Bettis? How you doing, my man? I'll be doing good. We're trying to get some groups together, dude. Starting out real early today. Starting out real early. Sleepy though may be able to join us, so that'd be dope. I don't remember Silver Crow. Does he join duels? I don't know what this guy is. I actually don't remember. Proxy, he's in a Grimbatol. Ren, does Ren do these ever? Metathon? Hey, wanna join 5v5 Duels, friend? Or is Ren a healer? I gotta remember, man. I gotta remember. Does Necro join these? I don't remember. I don't even know. Hey, alrighty. 1 sec plus 2. We need +2, it'll be good to go. Already the +1, but like once we get Sham in here, we'll need a +1 still. So we got Breeze as Limp and Liam. He's on the City of Threads. Let him do his City of Threads. Invite. Oh wait, with Nemi and Sham, that's actually a 5-man right there. Never mind. Hold on a second. Wait, K-Ski's on. Wait, K-Ski's on. Hold on, isn't that the homie? Or is that a different guy? K-Ski. I don't remember anymore, dude. I don't even remember. I think I confused him with somebody else. Never mind. Are he? He's probably with Team Cracker, but I got him out at the very least. Hey, let's go. Trying to make an EU account, but I couldn't figure it out. All good, my man. You gotta do it through BNet, or you gotta do it through Blizz. This is how I got my EU account, because I remember struggling, but I sent him like a, hey, I'm looking to open up a EU account. I have an NA account, but I got a lot of homies that play EU. Can you help me set up a EU account? And they basically were like, just want to use your name and all that info, right? Just in EU version. I'm like, yeah. So they made one for me. And then I was able to then log in on the EU account and like set all that stuff up, right? Once they added to your BNet, you basically get account 1 and account 2, and then you can manage them separately. So I had to go through Blizzard and put in a ticket, and they did it for me. It could be like a streamer thing, or just like a regular customer thing, but like that's all I did is just like, hi, I don't know how to do this. I just want to make an EU account so I could like pay for membership and buy expansions and play with friends. Can you do, how do I go about it? They made it for me. It was great. Sleepy, ready? All right, we got a 5-man ready to go. Or hold on. We gotta go raid. Here we go. Now we're raiding. Oh my goodness. All right, we're ready. I'm gonna make a plush lead just because, wait, is yours Zambo, right? Zimbox? Okay, plush is lead. Beautiful. Alrighty, invite spectator match plush Kragar 5 Nagrand 1. 1 min? Ah, I just queued. Okay. Declined it. Okay. I'll tell him okay. Sure thing. Damn. Damn, we just filled. As soon as a spot opens up, I can get you back in these though. Yeah, we just filled. Thank you. I appreciate you for reaching out, Ren. I know we're starting for EU a little early than normal. It's okay. Next week is going to be, we basically back to the same schedule more or less. Apparently Russian region does not move hours, so it's going to be weird. I might need to try doing these streams a little earlier or something. Live? Awesome, awesome. Hell yeah. One sec. Kragar needs +1 or something. Yeah. I'm in love with Outlet. It's so good. Dude, it is so good. Yo, I got a guide. I got a guide up and running. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. I put it together and I was like, man, it's gonna be a pain in the ass for me to really throw something together. It actually was not that bad. It's mostly going over what's new, and then the rest of the rotation becomes easier. It is such a good class right now. It is such a good spec. I know it got like, it was really busted pretty early on in the in the season 1 stuff, mostly because of what's the word? Mostly because of like the bug that it had, right? The bug, but like, yeah, but like now that it fixed the bug, it still is getting played, like surprisingly. What is this? Alrighty, here we are, boys. Alright, switch. Got ourselves Kragar, my man. Go back in with Fury arms. It looks like arms, because a good portion of the buffs, actually, whenever I look at him, at first gets covered up for me. Not alone. Very, very snazzy. That point Dexter glasses, too. We got ourselves Adva first up versus Shamtar. Sham already got hit with a Moracle, taking a bit of damage. Shamans just got slapped around by Blizzard. How do they compete anymore? Now the Blizzard decided, all right, Shamans, you've been having way too much fun. Time to nerf into the ground. Sham trying to see if he can fight against the whole odds. Is sitting up fairly low health. Quick stunner with a trinket. That's going to be a fear. Does not have a tremor for this one. Needed to pre-tremor as no one to get out of it. As Advo just got plenty of demons on him. Sham just getting blasted while Warlocks are getting buffed up. Shamans are getting nerfed down. Blizzard already showing their preferences, their favoritism between the two classes. Shamans can't even have a cigar. You can't have Warlocks go one season without being like top tier, but Shamans can't even have a cigar, man. As Sham tried to see if he can find through demons, walking around just to strike lightning and Adva, still playing around the Tempest, not playing the Stormbringer just yet, but he's trying to see. Oh, whoa, might be. Yeah, oh wait, okay, Kragar pointed out to me that on my stream you couldn't see exactly what is happening because I had the wrong scene. But Kragar, thank you Kragar, appreciate it. The man with the save. Holy, I'm so good at this streaming thing, boys. Is it going to be a stunner ultra Sham? Mortal coil? Is it going to be a full tyrant? Sham not in a great spot. Big ascend, trying to see if he can just ascend to fight the release. He's trying not to ascend into heaven directly. That's a random proc of Ascend too, so he's got random procs of that. Not a lot of health though. It does get sent to heaven directly by Adva, with Zimbox gonna be up next. This is our boy Plush, the rogue, swapping out to Feral Druid. Does not get a proper stun onto Adva, but still gets a proper bash. Convoke, Trinket, is still taking huge damage. Adva with a wall just so he can survive it, launching a bunch of damage back to Zimbox. And he's trying to see if he can get out of there. I'm just gonna call him Zim. I'm gonna call him Zimbox, but you remember Plush, the rogue? That is the guy. That's all you gotta do. Or I could call him Plush. I'll call him Zimbox. This makes it easier. My brain is too small. It's gonna be a trinket out of Advice. He gets locked down by Zim. Zim, try to see if he can take down. Great use of wall while he's getting CC'd back to back. The chain CC, at least he's able to survive a good portion of it. but he's not going to be completely out of the woods just yet. Advil locking him down with yet another stun, trying to follow, double stun, short to Yars completely. Zim having to go for a defensive. Barskin looking for a bit of a self-healing with Heart of the Wild. That's going to help him out here. Only 10% dampening, but the pets are still out and about in full swing. He's surrounded by all the demons. Quick stun by Adva. Just explodes him with a curse of doom. With Holy Sire trying to see if he can cut across. What is this Mog? Oh my god, the menace. The menace is out and about. The cogwheels are turning. He's just a cog in the machine. Look at that back piece he's got. But it's got himself the Prowler. Hell, that thing looks insane. And they got a bunch more of them out this week. Or this month, rather. Advo trying to go for a fear, trying not to get interrupted. Holy Sire saving the kick for a right moment. Does land it with plenty of damage as a Herald of the Sun continues the pressure. Took a lot of damage from a Warlock, though. Took a ton of damage from a Warlock. That is a lot to deal with all at once. Krager immediately with the reflect, but it's going to be blind with the steering glare. Does get to reflect something, I'm not even sure what. Does not get to reflect the dots back at Saya. However, he did get hit by the full-blown dawn light, which is unfortunate. As Saya tried to see if he could just blink hammers at Krager from a mile away. With Saya trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. Consecration down, stun by Krager. Parry up to follow as he got himself battle stance into a blessing of protection. Does not have a way to break it. Saya does not really have a lot of offensive power either, so it's an immunity, but he kind of did not have a sync up with immunity and cooldowns, so it's a little bit bad for him. Krager's still getting blinked out either way. He's just losing out a little bit of health at a time. That Herald of the Sun got that passive damage. He got the proc wings damage. Every one of those hammers hurts a lot. So Krager is just unable to also recover second wind. That is the biggest problem for him right now, is an ability to recover for that second wind. Got himself a bit of reflect versus Saya. Does not get to reflect a stun though. That is exactly what you need. Laying hands on a Saya. Krager, I don't know if you have enough damage to bust through this. He got himself Rallying Cry, Battle Master Trinket, lots of barred health. Saya does not have a way to, actually yes he does. Never mind. Paladins are played by completely different rules. They can bubble even with Forbearance, so it doesn't even matter. Taking out Krager just a couple of swings. And down he goes, but now gonna be up next as a Frosty Mage trying to see if he can freeze Saya in place, but the Hand of Freedom keeping the Paladin moving. Got himself, I don't know how he broke out of that damage. I guess maybe with the Frozen Orb. It's gonna be full damage out of the Frosty Mage trying to see if he can take down Saya. Saya with the bubble, regenerating as now is going in for full cooldown reduction here. Got himself an altar. Saya with a blind. Avoids it completely. Polly into a Frost Bomb. As long as you get a big shadow on him, you'll be good. Frost Bolt might be enough damage here. Get himself huge crits into Saya. Isn't going to be enough. The shield of it is barely keeping him alive. Got himself a wall. Full beams up and running onto now. Trying to see if you keep the more pressure rolling in from a distance. The fact that Paladins do not need to get literally melee range gives them such an advantage here. Now trying to see if you go for another go. No more burst available for Saya, or no more immunities rather. Trying to see if he can freeze him. Big meteor down as the shatter comes through. Does not get to stun him, but is still able to do quite a bit of damage. Saya looking for a lot of recovery. Now got himself shields. I think he might need to get aggressive and blink in after Saya. I don't think he can let the Paladin recover. Paladin lands a quick stun. Now does not have a blink for this one. It's got to be immediate Ice Bucket. Is he playing Shimmer? Or is he playing normal blink? If he's playing normal blink, that was a fantastic stun. Caught him without his big mobility, without his big stun breaker, but that ice block is going to help him recover. 30% dampening. It doesn't look like he gets a lot of health out of it. Got himself what looks like not an ultra but a proc of Icy Veins. Looking to get himself more shifting power. Maybe this will give him enough of a go. Might be able to have it here. Saya has nothing. Ring of Frost full of freezing him, full stun. At this point it's a question, do you live? Wall is the only thing he's got. There's gonna be big Frosty crits, but now does not have enough to break past those defenses. Shield of it is barely holding on and might be able to slap back damage. Back to now, does a lot actually. It's gonna be big ultra, big enough to in order to be able to get a bit of that health recovery. Hand of Freedom out for Saya. Got him some Blades of Justice on the Water Elemental. That's a lot of shatter. That's a lot of damage, and now able to slink around. I think the man might be playing Shimmer. I don't think he's playing normal blink. I think he's literally normal Shimmer. Massive damage onto Facile as the man just walks out and he's immediately getting hit with snowballs to the face. It's gonna immediately drop down a Dark Pact that's getting cleaved down really quickly. Goes in for Warlock Hellstone, and at least he's got himself a Water Elemental to build up some resource off of. Does get interrupted as now blinks in. Breath to follow. Polly does not get to go for a proper volley, but a Mortical running him around the other direction, which is not the worst. He does have a second block. So he has recovery. Vassal blinking right on top of him, looking to get some damage on him potentially. Poly trying to set something up. Instead, is going to back behind the pillar. He's surrounded by a few demons, and if he can get away from them, or they skip away from... Yeah, here it is going to be full as a reset. If you could somehow get away from those demons and just reset, maybe hit him with an Nova and run away, maybe he would have had an easy chance getting away from all of them, but it is a tough one. Breath does get it. The pet stuck back behind the pillar. Actually, the pet's can even help you out. This is a perfect opportunity. The pets are going to be able to go for a stun. It's a full freeze up. The Vassal does have a wall to survive it, but still just getting shattered all across the board. And as he boards back, now is right there chasing after him. Prep, ready to go, knowing that the Warlock has only one place to port to, and that's going to be his gate. He is going to throw down a Mortal Coil. Vassal picking up a lot of health there. Gloomhound, all the pets are in. All he's got to do is survive. Now may not be in a great spot. I don't know if that was a proper ultra. That was an ultra. You can actually see it a lot easier. Look at that ultra. He knows exactly where he's going to be, but he's still going to blast it. Trying to see if he can blink away. Does he get a proper setup? The overfeed running around the corner, trying to see if he can get a swing. Does it get to? Does it even do anything? Did the overfeed bug out? I swear to God, if overfeed bugged out. That's so BM. With a frost bomb, trying to go for another freeze. Does get axe toss. That is going to be an interrupt on his freeze. Trying to go for a big shatter down. Still getting those shatters with the flurries though. That is such a well-placed big meteor combo storm. Got himself the procs, hoping to end this duel right here. Does he have enough mortal interfere? Can technical break out of it with that racial interrupt flurry? Oh, he does have enough damage to take him out with Kadam. Able to place a hunter's mark on now. He just throwing out frozen orb, trying to see if he can find the hunter. Kadam got himself that perfect angles. Beast Mastery. Apparently there's a lot of Beastmasters out there right now. What's up, Alberta? How you doing, my man? Now he's gonna have to play, I think, super aggro. He's got Ultra. He's trying to see if he can pressure Kedem. Those pets are not feeling good at all. And if Kedem is playing the Dark Ranger on top of it, I mean, he's gonna be golden right now. Look at the flips. Look at the back-to-back flips. Got himself body shot. Now with the trinket, breath to fall into Kedem. Poly right after. Does he trinket? He potentially might not. Pet's getting frozen. He could stun all the pets. He might still be able to get a big shatter. Big shatter! Huge bonus! Kadam immediately trying to see if he can go for a trinket. Immediate defenses. Now does not have a lot of health to work with. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Kadam, I think he wins. I think he wins. Yeah, there's no shot, but now did have himself a fantastic burst combo. That is where Kadam needed to react, and he did react. Dropping down a freezing trap. Not alone, does trinket out immediately. Cheap shot, kidney shot onto Kadam. Does he have enough damage? Should be able to finish it, right? There's nothing Kadam can do. Unless he catches a turtle shell last second. And this guy looks away like, cool guys don't look at explosions moment. Come on, man. You gotta give now the credit there, because he did really, really good. Adro played well, Saya played well on his team. We gotta go again though, boys. We can't just send it like there. We gotta go again, right? Immediately send it. Plush as well as Kragar. Let me know when you guys are ready. As soon as you got a 5, we'll go again. And we'll rotate people out pretty regularly tonight. If anything. Cracker is letting me know, he's like, go, ready. Alright, Plush, let me know when you're ready. As soon as you give me the go ahead. Beautiful. We'll go again. We'll do Dalaran sewers. I feel like mixing it up a little bit today. We're gonna go to the sewers. We're gonna go to my content. Welcome to my sewer. I'm the trash man. I collect garbage and I put it out on the internet. Oh man, channel my inner Frank. Who doesn't love Frank, dude? Chat, tell me you know Frank. Tell me you know all Frank. Tell me you know who I'm talking about when I say Frank. Tell me. Alrighty, let's get us another go, boys. Yeah. Switch. 1 second. Alrighty. Did I do the thing? I think I did the thing. Is it Kai gonna be first up? No, Kai. I like the Tranai look, dude. It's so good looking. Advo is gonna be first up instead. Advo popped off last match, but against Kadam, BM versus pets versus pets, basically. BM versus Demo, pets versus pets. I'm actually very interested to see. Can him take a pretty big brunt of damage? He's got himself full burst, tar trap on all these other pets, trying to see if he can avoid him. Adva's actually starting to take a little bit of damage. Mortal Coil, as long as Kenem has himself a good counter. Trinket Turtle, he's trying to see if he can minimize some of the damage taken. Binding Shot on Adva as he goes in for a big fort, trying to see if he can get away from those pets. As long as you line the set all those casts, you'll actually be golden. Kenem got Adva exactly by himself, sick glitter from all those pets. Black arrows flying around left and right, all of these pets surrounding him, but now the demons are picking back up. Adva just needs to live long enough to let his demons do the rest of the work. His demons are a lot more independent, whereas Kenem needs to spam them kill commands with his pets up and running. Adva trying to go for a CC, barely any health available, no more defenses. They interrupt the last second. I think Kenem does take it, and Kenem does take it. Oh my goodness. That is wild, just so much damage PM can do it. The pets, however, are very, very different in terms of functionality, aren't they? Whereas Demonology Warlock can send out those pets and it'll do a lot of the damage all on their own. You don't need to micromanage them. Where Kenem does need to send out those pets and be in line of sight to get those kill commands in. So he needs to be there getting a lot of the work done. Kenem, on the other hand, got a freezing trap. He's hanging around unless he's trying to go for a freeze onto Krager. Just try to see if he can buy himself a little bit more time. Not really looking to engage immediately. Those kill commands are starting to really hurt a bit. I used to remember that when kill commands did like no damage, and you basically just a Cobra Shatter does a BM on her for like the longest. And then, what is it? Use that one dot bleed from, what's it called? The Vetnir? Kenem is just chopped up though. Just absolutely just shredded. He had nothing left though. After Adva, he was just completely spent and tried to see if he could fight Krager. He thought maybe like, okay, maybe I'll plink him, maybe do some damage at a distance. Nah, it's just over. Krager not really given an opportunity to catch up on health. Asaya tried to see if he could pressure him early on. Did someone to Asaya? Blessing and Saint was up. Full stun to Krager. Does not have a trinket anymore. He had to send that one really, really early. At least he might be able to rotate some defenses. Fear onto Asaya. Does go for the trinket. Trying to see if he can avoid the Paladin. Parry up right after. And the Paladin just perfectly fine lacing a dot onto Krager and then walking away from him. As a Warbreaker comes out for Krager, charges in. He's got himself a defensive, as he's got himself one more charge, but at this point he's got no healing. All Saya wants to do is keep the guy at arm's reach, dot it up, and not let him do anything at all. Krager's placing a reflect, trying to go for a little bit extra health, picking up a little bit of healing with Battle Masters. But at this point, like, what can you really do? Saya's just blinking away at you as long as he's got the distance. Lay on hands, he can still bubble it. Lay on hands literally doesn't matter. Saya, the fact that he can lay on hands and still give himself a full immunity, like, what can he do? Even a Demolish does not raise the guy at all. Defensive stance, I mean, Krager is just stuck out in the middle. That's all he can do. Because he is a Herald of the Sun, that's almost a perma-down on Krager. He can never really get himself second wind to recover at all. What do you do in this situation as Arms? I don't think there's a winning strategy at all. I don't think there's a way for Arms to win this. Now the Palace can no longer be punished by like, oh, well, press lay on hands too early, now don't have a bubble. The fact that they can pick up a capsule just so they can bubble outside of forbearance, I think this gives him such an edge when it comes to duels. As Kai is going to be up next, Mortal Coil immediately onto Saya, throwing him into a fear, got a bunch of pets, but it's going to be another immunity by Saya. He still has a bubble. Even past this immunity, he still has a bubble in case he needs to. Full stun on all those pets is going to be 5 seconds, even on the Fedlord. Kai trying to see if he can reposition stun onto Kai, Trinket, Gateway, defenses surrounding Saya. He can't really go anywhere. There's going to be another knockdown by the Fedlord. Actually got one big swing at the very least. Shield of Edits held on strong for a while. Full stun, fear onto Saya. He can't really get out of here. He's still got a bubble in case he needs to. Kai used to find a way to pressure him. He used to get a port going. Saya immediately with a bubble, regenerating out in the open. Kai does go for a port. I think he could have maybe delayed the port until a little later. Try to go for a bit of first aid. But that Paladin Herald dot is not gonna let those bandages hold on to you long enough at all. Saya with a trinket, Searing Glare to follow. Starting to see if he can stay aggressive. Wall out for Kai, not a lot of health available. Kai's gonna have to find a way to lock down Saya and CC. And then nuke him down if possible. Fear doesn't let us get him away from him into a full Warlock Hellstone. Saya, if he got himself full Wake of Ashes, he could still potentially turn this around. He's getting aggressive. He's trying to see if he can stay in. Does he have enough damage? He needs to get an interrupt. Missing a kick. That gives Kai an opportunity to just blow him up. It does get the big tomb explosion, which is exactly what he needed. With Zimbox going to be up next. Plus the Rogue switching over to the Feral. I feel like I should mention that every time we see him with these. So it is a regular homie. He just decided, you know what, Rogue, Just ain't working out. They keep nerfing CC of rogues, they nerf the damage of rogues, they take away CDR from subtlety. Like, they definitely, somebody in Blizzard definitely does not like rogue. I think at this point, assassination is still pretty good though, isn't it? Big Convoke the Spirits as Kai got himself a Mortal Coil, escaping the full burst out of Zimbox, who no longer has a trinket. So if you can lock him down while Berserk is up, you could potentially just see him. Does he have a port? He's locked in. Full bleeds, does have a port. As long as you can port away without too many bleeds on you, you might be okay. Gateway is available. As long as you can keep the Feral out in the open with those pets surrounding him. Quick stun, that might just be enough. Zimbox does go bare form. Heart of the Wild still available. Does not use it. Does use it very, very late though. As a Fel Lord drops down next to Kai, if you're getting pelted down by a Doom Lord, hold on a second. I think Zimbox has nowhere to go. Just absolutely surrounded by the army of demons, with the Tyrant blasting him out with Demon Bolts. Big old Fel Lord also cranking out Shadow Bolts around the corner, and the Fel Lord just chopping the bear up to bits. There's a Fazzle, Demon versus Dima, and Kai just has all this demon potential and just takes that momentum onto Fazzle, and I think that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to avoid as many of demons from Fazzle as possible. But I think once Fazzle gets ramped up, I think for Kai, it just might be lights. I don't think he might be able to do too much. Can we not ban Dima? Reduce them out of him? Dima? What do you mean? I mean, you're actually about to ban demonology? I don't think we can. Is Dima busted? I know Warlock's got buffed up recently, but I don't know. I don't... Are we just banning him immediately? We're 2 games in. I'm sure, like, as the night goes on, we'll be able to rotate some people out or whatever, right? Is now trying to see if you could play around versus Fazzle. Axe Toss coming in. This is going to be going in for a potential lockdown. He just got to get himself a proper go. Breath on all the pets as well as Fazzle. Does he have the Axe Toss? Freeze on the pets into a full stun. He can't even stop him. Full Frostfire Bolt. Fazzle may need to. He doesn't have a defensive. He just Frostfire Bolted him. It looks like he didn't have the Common Storm. Still, the Frostfire Bolts are enough though. My God. Oh, baby, that is so good. Shamchard trying to see if he can get himself a setup versus now. Got himself a big Sky Fury tournament already. All the damage available. Ghost was up and running. Breath immediately by now into a poly. And Sham, I think, is just going to have to take this opener. That's a full freeze, Frost Bomb, full stun, Meteor. He might have to trinket. Knocking now back. He still eats a full Meteor and a couple of Lances. Not feeling great. Actually, now is in a great spot to equalize a lot of the damage. Sham leaping in, but it's going to be Ultra with now going for a blink into a reposition. Sham got himself a bit of that mobility. He's out the taking a bit of a beating, though. He might need something to help him recover. Big L Blast onto now. Is that going to be enough, though? Does he have a Tempest to follow up? Big Altar or Reverse Blink, one of those two, but does get himself a good reposition. As Sham swapping his totems a little bit closer, got himself still a pretty big totem with a stun, trying to see if he can get it nailed down onto now. He got himself full ring. Trinket is available. Meteor, you might need to trinket it. That's a lot of damage. Hold on a second. Oh, are you alive? Are you alive? No, you're not. As now does end up taking it at the very tail end. But now and Kai picking up 2 for the team. Let's go, boys. Oh, man. It's awful to play against this. It's like fighting full trash for Firelets. Yeah, I feel that. It is a lot of peasants for sure. All right, let's get ourselves another one going, boys, yeah? Let's do a bit of a re-up on that team. Plus, let the team know that we're going to be swapping bodies around. So we're going to list it back up under 5V5 1v1 Duels. Do a bit of a remake of the group. Just let him know. Let him know, because Krager is going to be shuffling his group up, and I want to shuffle mine as well. Let him know that, hey, we're going to be reshuffling, find the group in LFG, pick up some new bodies, and old bodies too, all together. You know what I mean? I still do want to try to see if we can shuffle groups around from time to time. A DPS in 615 Holy DK thing pulling through ZDs. Yeah. As an outlaw, it's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. Yeah, hopefully he didn't just leave the team and just like didn't say anything. But yeah, we're gonna be remixing the groups a bit. But they are welcome to re-sign them back up. They're welcome to re-sign back up. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we'll get kind of back in. We're shuffling the groups up a bit. Yeah, we'll get Sham back in. I'll see if we can get any new bodies at all. Otherwise, you might just probably have to keep mostly the same team. Is it a point of shuffling groups, actually? Because I got Nemi and Saya. I guess there's no point of shuffling groups there, is it? That was useless then. That was actually pointless. That was actually pointless because we got basically the same people in the same team. Okay, we'll keep the same team for a good hour, right? We'll just keep the same team for a good bit. And then maybe as we get towards later in the night, we'll shuffle around. Hello. Welcome back. No shuffling. Me thinks. We shuffle as people drop out. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. We just remade the group for a reason then. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Alrighty. Looks like Kragas is ready, right? Unas? But Fire spec? Unas Mag? Okay, Mage is gonna be Fire spec. Got it. Alright, we're gonna do hook point. Right? Alrighty. Cool. Switch. Oh, we got a couple of rogues over on Team Krager. We got Krager. We got us now as a full, not alone instead. Shadowy Duel joins in. Kai's gonna be first up versus the Feral Druid. Let's go. Just like, yo, these Demonology Warlocks, man. I don't want to have to fight an entire trash pack on the raid. And Chernokai is just like, I'm bringing the entire trash pack of a raid. If it actually, if we were to put it in a situation, in a position of which raid? I guess on Taurus, right? The entirety of Literal and Taurus is getting summoned up by Kai in the most literal way, from bosses to like random elites, isn't it? Big Fear onto Zombox. He does some wall Barskin, really played it defensively, but as he's recovering behind the pillar, he really cannot escape all of those pets unless he goes in for roots like Mass Roots or Ursul's Vortex, or finds a way just to separate away from these pets just so he can get some bleeds onto Kai. Technically, if he gets some big bleeds onto Kai, he might be okay, but lockdown, full wall, full burst, Sandbox does not have an answer there. Kai got himself a great lockdown, and just all the demons collapse together with the Fell Lord really holding down the fort as well. Saya gonna be up next. Immediate Blessing is saying, trying to see if he can get out of the stuff. Mortal Coil triggers it immediately. Full burst into Kai. This guy having to take down, bunker down completely. Wall, dark back, everything was used, and Saya is gonna try to see if he can weave in and out behind the pillar to avoid as many casts as possible. Kai with that Fury, if he can lock down Saya in place and get those demons attacking him, he'll be in a golden spot. He got himself Shield of It. It's broken immediately by those demons. Trying to see if he closed the gap. Taking a lot of damage, dude. Once that Fell Lord, the Charhound, the main pet, the secondary pets, Demon Doggos, all of those things are out and about. That is a lot of damage that Saya is going to have to take. Kai just needs to keep that same pressure going at all times. He needs to keep churning out more demons. Got himself another Fell Lord that's going to potentially bubble out of Saya. Fury to follow. Might even in the bad spot. Kai does not have a lot of health to work with. Stun to Saya. Mortal Coil to follow. Kai at no health. Saya, I think it's bubble, and he's just perfectly good. He doesn't have to worry about forbearance. He doesn't have to worry about it at all. Man, that forbearance change is such a difference maker for paladins, man. It's not really a win button or anything, but the fact that you could stand the lay on hands or a blessing of protection, spell warden, and then still have a bubble ready to go, it really lets you play super sketchy. Speaking about sketchy, not alone picking up the eye against trying to see if he can deny it from Saya, and he immediately hits him with a Hodge. and is trying to go for a bit of damage of his own. Shield defenders up on everything, not alone with the Cloaker Shadows evasion. All defenses sent immediately, breaking past Saya's defenses here. Shield defenders, everything up, bop. Immediately. As soon as he sees the rogue picking up a bit of damage, Blessing of Protection. Bail out of there immediately. Not alone, looking for a bit of a reset of his own. First hit by Saya. Also, remember, you can pick up some of these bandages. Definitely should. Definitely should. Because if you can get behind the pillar, catch yourself a quick bandages, you'll be golden. Saya, cheap shots back to back by Not Alone. Trying to see if he can make that flagellation work. It's got 30 by 50%. It doesn't matter. He still gives him a mastery buff. He's still trying to make the mastery buff work. It is a big eviscerate and does take down Saya. Took him a little bit of a setup. Had to get a bop out of the Paladin. The Warlock going before the Rogue definitely gives the Rogue a bit of a better position in order to be able to find a win condition. Now that Saya does not have a bubble and bop to work with. Not Alone though is still dotted. Vassal does get a slow on the guy before the Warlock can get ramped up. That's a full lockdown by the Rogue. Saving the Axos for later, I think? Or Axos. Oh, there goes the Axos. I was going to say maybe the Yard from Saya. But no, there was, I think still maybe the Yard. Gloomhound joins in. For Not Alone, he's going to have to get away from all these pets. Vanish is available, so you can use that as escape. No cloak. Locked down. Might just need to use a Vanish either way. He's still dotted them, so the pets are going to be able to find them from Gloomhound, right? Gloomhound? Yeah, it is. Oh, not dotted. Otherwise, he won't be able to use first aid. So this is just him catching a quick first aid while Vassal picking up the eyes and should be able to send the pets directly at Not Alone. Does send the Axos Shadow Step into a full stun. Vassal with a wall. Not Alone does not have a trinket here or a cloak, so you just got to maximize the damage. Triple cheap shot. Not Alone, not in an amazing spot right now. As he got himself advantage just to get himself, I think, a bit of shielding at the end there, right? Second charge advantage. So he's still playing 2 charges. He does have a kick. Although Vassal could just die. I think it's just Vassal potentially does get a big Orifeed joins in. Although does the Orifeed just swing the direction of this duel into favor of Vassal just with a single lockdown? It literally does. It literally does. That Orifeed really is the tiebreaker. What is this? What's up, Warcraft? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good, my guy. Krager up next versus Vassal. Quick shockwave to follow. Warbreaker trinket available. Vassal looking for a bit of damage. And just the reflect at the end. I do love the quick reflects at the end there. It's like Demon Bolt, reflect, they're dead. I love when it's a kill by reflect or a throw. Both of those are very satisfying. Can Demon Hunter up and running keys? Hell yeah, I'm actually doing the same. I finally was able to level up my DH. It took me a little bit of time, a couple of time walking dungeons, but it's so fast, man. It is so crazy quick. Ketum backing up out of there, trying to see if he can just kite out. Krager does go for a big stun with a binding shot. Trinket out for Ketum, trinket out for Krager. As Krager trying to see if he can keep Ketum in place as best as possible. Pets feared out to Guam, looking to catch up a little bit of healing. Trying to keep it feared for as long as possible. Freezing trap. If only he had a reflect for that thing. If only he had a reflect for that thing. But at least it's a freezing trap that's like stops Krager from taking damage. So it's like a full CC, but like a hard CC, where you just almost like you almost like banish, I guess, because you can't take damage either. You can't get healed, but you can't take damage either. So I guess it might not be that great. It's like, it kind of works. It's going to be a disengage into a knockback into Krager. He has those charges back to back in order to catch him to get him. But now he's got himself quite a bit of a distance. Black arrows flying in back to back. Krager in a bad spot right now. Kill commands. Not feeling good at all. Does not have a parry available. Trying to see if he can maybe slay one of these pets. Maybe if he can slay one just to get a heal, he might be kind of okay. Picking up a little bit extra health, I think, with a Battlemaster Trinket. Rallying Cry still available. Picking up a little bit more health, I think, with an actual proper heal. But he is not in a great spot right now. Reflect in case there's going to be summoned for this. Stun? Binding shot? I don't think he should have been stunned there. Leap. Stormbolt into a big demolish, hoping to maybe make some kind of a play here. Just doesn't have to want to work with no health into a freezing trap. He doesn't have a rally car or nothing. It's literally one hit away. Oh my god. Oh no. Arden, I don't have actual commands for songs or anything, but I got you the mix. Here you go. Here's the mix that we listen to usually. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, man, how Arms Warrior can compete here. With all these classes getting buffed up, Arms technically did get buffed up a little bit. But like in a dual 1v1 setting, I don't know. Shadowy Duel! Woo! Okay. So it looks like rogues are not completely out of the woods, or not completely down on the dumps, rather. Because that man, as long as you don't have a trinket, you can still one-shot him. Confirmed. Shadowy Duel. If anybody was going to do it, Shadowy Duel was going to be able to do it. Was that a primordial? Or was that... It almost looked like a I think it was a primordial. It almost looked like a sepsis, or not sepsis, bone spike dagger thing from that rogues used to have with Necrolord, but it's only subtlety of assassination right now. Sham with a full bloodlust, looking to see if you can ramp up full burst, standing next to Shadowy. If you can get next to him, that AoE damage should get him out in the open, but he's able to escape with advantage, staying just far away from Shamtard not to get hit by AoE. He's in a perfect spot, man. My goodness. The suspension warrior looks useless and set to be warrior made. I mean, subtle arms started out kind of okay. I think it's arms specifically in duels is in a weird spot. I think Fury actually has a bit of that survivability on. Like, warriors have a lot of damage, but I think just arm survivability is a lot weaker than it was like last expansion. I will agree with you on that. Cheap shot onto Sham. Dots on a wall. It doesn't matter. This wall doesn't matter. 40% damage reduction. Up to 60%. Doesn't matter. The rogue just does not care for it. Okay, so rogues apparently do have some damage. I stand corrected. There is a bit of burst with this class. Hold on a second. Interesting. Let's get another one going here, boys. Yeah? Uno más. Cragger plush. Let me know when the boys are ready. Bone Spike was my favorite to use. A lot of rogues really liked it for the cooldown reduction, and once you also got the legendary, it was really nice because you got 5 stacks of it and you just keep spiking back to back. It was really cool. But yeah, let me know if you get this ready or if you need more bodies or whatever, and we'll get them up and running. But yeah. Mastering some more bars. All good. Ready? Beautiful. Lovely. Yeah, but Spike was really good for a bit. Like, it's great for comp point building. I can see why they didn't add that as an ability for all specs. It would have been cool to get like a knife, right? Like a super a knife throw, like a sanguine knife, right? And make it a spike, sanguine spike, sharpened spike. I don't know. Literally, just like, I don't know. Well, you could call it whatever, just keep the same effect and make it red. And like, it would have been fine. You just started Nerva Hell? I did, yeah, I did. There's like a quest to get like the crafted item for it. It doesn't take long at all. It's a quest time takes it a little bit, but the actual like fight is like, it's cursed. I will say that. It is weird. It's all kinds of low. It is so unusual compared to the real encounter. Like somebody in my guild described it as cursed, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of feels cursed. Like, seeing the normal version, heroic version, and mythic version of that fight, and then you see the story mode, and it's like, what is this? Call it a bloody shiv? Yeah, honestly, they could bring it back in. Did I make a mistake? I guess we're back on hook point. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to do this. I meant to do rook. I guess I picked hook. You can see how I got confused. My brain, no so good. Brain, no good. Brain, very not good. Brain, very bad. Brain, very stale. You know? Dinner Rogue makes a dagger all the way out. Yeah, like you could have called a bloody shiv, give it like a, instead of like a green little like smoky effect, make it red. And that's it. And you can keep it in the game. It's just like as they didn't really know how to balance it. But then again, like I'm also okay with them reducing the number of abilities you need to press in order to play Rogue, because I feel like as a class we have a lot of buttons. Look at subtlety. It's like cooldowns and cooldowns and cooldowns galore. Assassination is the only one that kind of makes the most sense in terms of like cooldowns, combo point builders, all those things. Even Outlaw has a bit of like, you know, a lot going on. They did do great things by removing 2 buttons, Slice and Dice and Echo and Reprimand off of all bars. That's really good. Let's see more of that, right? Honestly, I feel like that class could do it. So Twitch. Accidentally went back to hook point, but we are back here with Shadowy Duel. First one out and about versus Facile. Last time the two played, was it Facile and Shadowy? No, I think it was like Facile and... Is it Not Alone? I feel like it might have been Not Alone. Immediately though, Pet is going to try to go for a full spin, stun on the Pet, get a shot onto Facile, got him some full flagellation, all burst, all go with an evasion immediately, trying to see if he can stop a lot of the Pet damage and the Pet stun, trying to prevent a lot of the damage from stopping him. Lockdown, but Facile get a hit, back to back, this Rogue, hold on. Facile with a wall, got himself a bit of a heal, he needs some kind of CC, Shadowy Duel avoiding a lot of the damage, Cloak of Shadows is down, he's just trying to go all in, all out, sub-broke burst. With the quick vanish, I think he's still dotted though. Is he dotted? He is dotted. First aid, breaks it. I think it's because of that Gloomhound, right? Yeah, that Gloomhound trying to see if you can swing around, get that Gloom Claw back up on the Shadowy. Does get to avoid the stun though. Fassel had to commit everything there, and Shadowy had to commit also everything. Damage versus raw defense. And Shadowy does come out with a bit of higher health. He still has a marker to Fassel. If he can get back in there and consume that marker really quickly, he might be okay. There's a double Felguard standing next to him though. Double the guard, dude. The guards are in. Cheap shot on the bed. He does give him opportunity to port. Shadowy just tried to build some call points. He knows there's going to be Mortal Call, so he's not going to go for a kidney shot. He's going to delay it. Axtos, Overlord jumps in. Big cleave with another pet leaps in right after. Finally get himself a proper go. Darkback has to find a way to burn through it. Shadowy Duel is going to see Fassel boarding out of there. Does step to him immediately. He has one more Vanish. Vanish no longer gives him cooldown reduction. So he's just trying to see if he can buy himself a little bit of livability behind the pillar. Gloomclaw? Gloomclaw does not connect. Gloomclaw did not connect. And Fassel picking up the eyes. Warlock right now is in such a good spot. Shadowy does get himself a heal though, to try to see if he can level out the playing field. All those demons, he's got himself a manic better. That is his demon. Another joke I could have done is like he's demons in his head, fighting his own demons. So he's got double the demons. I just didn't know how to connect that one, so here we are. Me have to explain it. Shape shot onto Fassel. Big damage. Oh my god. Hold on. Fassel with the Mortal Coil last second. Does Shadowy end this? He just needs one more. Oh, both of them are so dead. He lived. He lived. I am surprised. He had to send everything there. Woo. My goodness. Okay, I don't know how you're going to live the next duel. You literally just spent. Cheap shot is gone. I guess technically you still have a what is it? An evasion. You have Cloak of Shadows. You have a Vanish. You have a Trinket. But like, I don't know. I guess it could have been a worse class to feature versus against. Because Shamchart, I think, is probably a better matchup right now for Shadowy Duel. Or at least could be much, much worse. Right? Could be much, much worse. But he's waiting. He's waiting until the right moment. He's waiting until Blades and everything available. So he's going to have to go all in. For Sham, he's going to have to wait until that Shadow Blades and everything. Oh, he's going to pick up the eye. Just to make sure he doesn't get it into a gouge. Get this shot. Get himself those comp points from earlier. Full burst. Full go potentially. Shamtar may need to trinket this. It's a lot of damage taken. Stun onto Shadowy Duel. Does get to cloak it. Evasion to follow just to keep the pressure rolling in. He's got himself a shielding totem. Shadowy Duel with a Cloak of Shadows and a Blind just backing up out of there. Is that going to be enough though? Shamtar able to recover a bit of health. He does get himself a quick restyle, I think, with a proper shadow mode. So you're just trying to see if it go for hit and run. Hit and run. Now the shield is done. Sham might be in a weird spot. He does go for root immediately with a hex to follow. Vanishes to break out of the hex. Kidney with a trick out of Sham. Manages to go for a wall. Does go for the wall. Big Tempest out for Shadow. He does have an evasion. That's going to be Sham unleashing everything. The thunder, the lightning, the Tempest versus Shadowy Duel. Just trying to see if he can cut the man down with a couple of butter knives. This is gonna gouge really quick and try to see if he can peel away, but that's gonna be the Frost or Earth Elemental not letting the rogue go anywhere. Trying to go for a hex, might be able to go for a kick. Does land the kick, has himself one more Vanish in case he needs to. Disarm is available, so he might just be able to stay in. Disarm. Frost Sharks are hurting a lot. Big Tempest. He doesn't have a cheat death. Does he end this here? He needs to end this right now. Otherwise, it's over. Cheap shot. Oh, he did his literally best job he could, but Sham just had just enough damage. That is so rough. Now is going to try to see if he can drop down Big Meteor onto. Big Meteor together with a Comet Storm. Everything hit versus our boy Sham. Did not give him a chance. That Shamtar did take a lot of damage out of the bow. He had to play super carefully versus him. That was tough. Now does himself the perfect ult time, able to get cooldowns back and everything. Volley down for Catamus is playing the marksman, able to do a lot of damage behind the pillar. Now under a ton of pressure, having to pop out in the open immediately. There goes a cauterize into an ice block. Oh my god, get him! Oh, marksman as a Dark Ranger, dude, with that whole Banshees thing. That is so cool. Oh, so the damage is so good though. Oh my. That full burst, full volley does get himself a freeze into a pet stun around the corner. Blink available. Try to see if he can back up out of there. Oh, what was that? He didn't even give him a chance. He went from like 20% down to none. And that's going to be Orc getting hit immediately by a freezing trap into a scatter. Does go for a trinket. Ketum got himself a defensive in case he's getting hit. Looks like he's going to take a couple of hits from Bladestorm. Trying to see if he can back up out of there best as possible. An Orc volley is down, trying to see if he can get away from the guy. It's going to be a bit of the rapid fire. It looks like once you start a rapid fire in the volley, even if they move out of the volley, it looks like the rapid fire is still going to keep hitting them. But you guess it's consistent with how rapid fire works. Like if you're in front of the hunter, then go behind the pillar, it'll continue hitting him. I guess it makes sense. But also just weird and interesting at the same time. Stun onto Orc does eat a tar trap. He's still next to Ketum for a second, able to get a few hits, but he's not really able to capitalize. Ketum's still taking a number of damage here though, able to at least go for freezing. I'm not really sure which is stop with the freezing, but a binding shot does hit you. Does go for a disengage for a second off of the shadow meld, just trying to see if he can back away from Orc. Has him dotted with crows backing at him. Hold on a second, is this enough? Volley down, does he have full burst? He does himself quite a bit of damage though with a black arrow, but it looks of it. It looks like Orc is just going to back up out of these. He's still taking a little bit of the periodic damage though over time. Freezing trap to follow. Ketum does he have himself another big go. Tar trap potentially. Big full burst. Wailing arrow. Everything is available. Oh, the damage though. Backing up out with a quick scatter. Black arrows right after. And I think he might just take it. Does take it. Not Alone is going to be up next as a rogue. Ketum immediately needs to dive into a camo. I don't know if he's going to be able to. Yeah, as soon as he finds him. The rogue is out in the open. Does he have a proper stun? He does have a proper stun. Tricking immediately for Ketum with a freezing trap. As he does stun him for a moment. Ketum has nowhere to go. Full defensive, turtle, everything available. He doesn't have exil or anything. The rogue technically does not have a trinket, but I don't know how you stop him. Binding shot, and you gotta back the hell away because you know he's gonna shadow step to you. You just gotta find a way to peel away. He does give himself a wall to get a smaller exil. And he's got a tar trap. At least if you can CC the rogue, you might be okay. You got exil coming up in 5 seconds. I don't know if you have a freezing trap waiting for the rogue. You might be able to hear. Does get a freezing. You got exil immediately. Camo. He's saving exil for later. As long as the rogue doesn't find him, you might be okay. Ketum, the rogue is picking up the eye. You better have 100's mark on the guy or something, anything. He's gonna hit him with a rapid fire immediately. You better exil, because you're not gonna be able to have it till later. Get the shot. This is exactly what you want to exil. Your health is not gonna survive this combo. Hold on. He got himself survival to finish for a second. Exil is up with a short wall. Volley down. Do you have burst? Rapid fire on the rogue, just trying to see if you can plink at him. Vanish will follow right after. Flare is down. You need to make sure there's traps on either end of you. You got to make sure that the rogue cannot get a proper go on you. The pet finds him for a second, but he does back away. Oh no. Oh my goodness. How does Ketum live this? Full kidney. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing to live. Oh my god. I was just watching his health bar. But just with my hands on my head, just trying to see, like, what is he gonna live it? I swear to God, if he lived that, it would be insane. Stunner to Not Alone. He does have a cloak. He does have everything here versus Saya. It is not a great matchup for him. He's just gonna cloak and try to see if he can make some damage happen. Full flagellation. Everything is available. Living past the Shield of Vengeance. Cannot stun lock Holy Saya because of the blessing sake. Does land a stun in between though. Vanish. He's still dotted, but that is a bubble out of Saya. Not sitting down for a heal. As Rogue does sit down for a heal, Saya does go behind the pillar, realize where the Rogue is at, goes for a general of his own. Rogue does have a major on his team, so he's able to get himself a little bit of healing. So he's perfectly fine to get himself a full reset. That is exactly what this Rogue needs, man. This is exactly what the Rogue needs. Blessing Protection is still available for Saya. The Rogue will not be able to bypass it all that easily. Hanging out by the eye, trying to see if he can coax the Rogue out in the open. But the Rogue, I think, at 9 minutes into the duel, 49% damping. He's actually, I think, perfectly content just waiting this out. Sap picking up the eye. He's just going to deny Saya any kind of saps. Do you have another sap? Gouger? A go? He's just going to have a go off of it. Saya with a trinket. Searing Glare to follow. The Rogue CC'd for a second evasion, but at least maybe he'll be able to reduce some of the damage taken. Stun cannot really stop it. Trinket to follow. He's just trying to see if he can get a bop out of Saya, because that's all he's got. All he can do is bop. Shield of Vengeance, just proc. The Rogue is so low in health, man. Vanish last second. Saya does have him dotted, though. He still does have him dotted. I don't know how this Rogue makes it out of here, man. He's sitting down for food immediately. If Saya is quick, final wreck around the corner. Blind. Oh, cheat death. How do you escape this? Sipica barely keeping you alive. Does get himself a re-stealth. He's not going to be able to get a sap side. Does hit him with the Blades of Justice. Stun. It is done. It is over. I have no... Like, I was actually kind of rooting for the Rogue to see if there's a chance for him to escape in some way, somehow. But there was just no shot at that point. Krager walking at Saya. Still has Blessing Protection. Full burst available for Saya. Stun locked by Krager. Blessing Protection on those bleeds out of the Warrior. Got himself a reflect. Does not get to reflect the stun or anything like that. And Krager just trying to see if he can hold out until the bot is over. He needs to end this duel immediately. Battle stance, everything available. Trying to see if he can stay on top of Saya. I don't even know if that Blaze Storm is actually reaching Saya there at the end. I actually don't know if it is reaching him. Full Storm Bolt, everything available. Got himself big burst into a parry right after. Saya got wings, got himself full dots. As long as he can just stay away from Krager, he can just peel away the defenses. I think it might be over. Krager needs to end this duel one way or another. I don't know how he does it. He doesn't have a Stormbolt. He has a Shockwave. Maybe Shockwave, full burst, demolish, and just follow up from there. Maybe land an interrupt. I think he needs to go for... He missed a stun. I think it's out. I think there's no opportunity here. I think he had to go for that Shockwave. I think he meant to do the Shockwave. Yeah, he had to go for a Shockwave there at the end. But Saya, last second, turned around and walked away. That was nuts, dude. Count him with a burst, by the way. Saya also holding his own for the team. But count him with a burst, man. Love to see it. Let's get us another one going, boys. Yeah. Uno más. Oh, also chat. By the way, Trading Post got the bog. It got the bog. Hold on, chat. It's got the pog bog. We got the big one. We got the good one. This plush is already ready. Immediately, instantly ready. Chat, we got the good set. Hold on. Wait, where is it? Yeah, Dark Ranger set, dude, the proper Sylvana set. It is in. We're doing it, boys. It's in the game. It's finally here. Let's go. Hold on, tell me I can wear the entire thing, dude. Tell me I can put it on. Yeah. What is the hoodie? Hoodie's cool, but like, I'm kind of whatever. Wearing Dark Ranger? Hell yeah, dude. It's for everybody, right? Everyone can wear it, not just hunters. Pretty sure. That is nuts. I'm pretty sure everyone can wear it, right? 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 Or is it just Hunter? Oh, no, it looks like everybody can wear it. I think. I'm assuming it's cosmetic. Anyone can? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I might actually want to see if I can get a mod going with this, man. On a rogue. That actually is going to look sick. This thing is awesome. Alright, as soon as Krager lets me know, we'll be good to go. And maybe after this next one, we'll try to switch around Team Plush, get a couple of new bodies in, get shuffle things about a bit. You know what I mean? But males and pants, massive balls. Well, if you look at a lot of the races in WoW, male variety, not a lot of them are already smashed in or pre-smashed from the get-go. They ain't too many bulges in WoW or anything like that. Gormo's dagger was set for Dark Rogue. Yo, that would look sick. That would look really, really good. Hell yeah. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It looks good. We've been waiting for this set for eternity, man. It's finally here. Literally been waiting for this set for years, man. The fact that it's finally here is weird. It's awesome, but also it's like long time, man. We've been waiting way too long, honestly. It looks great. And you have the chest pieces where you can have the quiver in the back or no quiver. So you have a full Dark Ranger. You got a chest piece changes, like you can have a proper like metal breastplate or just go with like the that, whatever you call that, like a half breastplate or whatever. Or just breastplate for the breasts. I don't know. There's gotta be a name for it, right? For all these pieces. What are they called actually? There's gotta be like a name for them, right? It is a vest, a bodice. Vest or bodice. Breastplate, chest guard. Okay, so it's actually, it's a bodice. Or chest guard, breastplate. That'll work. That works for me. Alright, Krager's ready. We'll send it to Nagrand. Nagrand. And then we'll switch around the team and bodies and names or whatever. I really want to try to see if I can spend tonight getting some old stuff done, but also working on the traveler log stuff to see if I can just one-shot in a single evening so I can buy all the cool sets. Because I've been holding on to my currency, and I think right now would be the time to like buy up a bunch of it, man. That'd be a time to buy up a bunch of it, honestly. But yeah. This is why we've been waiting. This is why we've been saving, man. Breast guard? Yeah. I guess that works, right? I guess that works. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm lacking sleep, but I'm very excited. We missed one on Team Kragar. Oh no. But we got Attaboy. Attaboy is in these. Alrighty, where are we at? 89? 89. Hopefully somebody on Team Krager gets a +1. Otherwise, somebody on Team Krager is gonna have to play for 2. Right? Switch. Missing 1 on Team Krager, but we got Facile over for the Team 1 with Saya in the back. Is gonna last first. Dude, let me look at this thing. I like what you got with it, with the helm, the mask. It's such a good helm, dude. Oh, they got the red version of it. We got Ketum over here. We got a Sham, Zim, barely getting a chance to play. As it's gonna be Facile versus now a bit of a rematch between the two wizards in the Hogwarts Coliseum here. As a full lockdown into Facile, got him some full pyro off of it. Oh, never mind. Did he try to see if he could move with that pyro? Last second movement? Or was he just trying to see if he could juke out a ASUS interrupt? Might have been one or the other. As it's going to be full pets are coming up right now for Facile. Now he needs to get some damage in and delay the pets. Hit him with a Nova and back up out of there. Got himself an alter time. So he's actually in a good spot. He can take a lot of damage. He take a pretty big beating into the health bar. And really, I think that's where he should be chasing after Facile. I think just try to see if he can Nova the pets. Let's save a breath. Interrupt. Does get a kick. Meteor. Facile has nowhere to go. He just casting big damage with that Meteor. Holy, that Meteor did some numbers. As a wall comes out for Facile, Mortal Coil immediately is now gets to reposition. The man got himself a bit of that shielding. Used to see if he could just keep those pets away and built up the big mastery burn onto Facile. Facile porting out in the open, freezing the pets, surrounding the hunt, actually just separating the Warlock from all his pets. Big G Pies, he got no health whatsoever. Darkback, last second thing he's got going on for him. Phoenix Witch to help burn through the shield. Oh, and that's a Frostfire Bolt that just connected last second as he tried to pour it out of there, but the only thing I poured, it wasn't a Warlock, just a corpse. My god, that was so good. Holy. Sham turret up next, locking down now, might be immediate ice block. Man is just trying to see if he can hold on here for his dear life. Got him some shields, all the time is available. Sham could potentially purge it, maybe looking to purge it. The breath, that's gonna be no trick out of Sham, just broke out of it with damage. But he's getting Nova right behind the pillar, now able to at least reposition. Ring of Frost and all these pets. At least might be able to sit down for food. Maybe, potentially, if he gets out of combat fast enough. No, Blast hits him right in the face. Blast does connect. Did they change the way Blast looks, by the way? Because I think the Blast normally had like a lava burst as part of the combo. I think that may look different, right? Or am I just losing my mind? Polymorph onto now, does go for a trick and a Sham, backs up out of there. Now could go for an ice block here. May want to use it literally right now. I like your set, by the way. Is that Legion set? No, WAD. That's WAD, right? WAD. That has to be WAD. I even saw the men just nod. Poly onto Sham by now. Immediate Meteor coming down. Sham trying to see if he can back up out of that. Now with a full combust, either proc or real combust. Full shields out for Sham. Trying to see if he can remove it. Spell steals those shields. Sham shields are now playing against him. Has now given himself lots of recovery. He got himself a reposition behind that other side. Into shifting power while on the move for a second until the root comes out. Sham trying to see if he can lock him down with a stun. Does clip it. Trinket out for the mage. Knocking Sham back for a moment. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Ring of Frost to make it hard for Sham to really reconnect. Trying to go for a bit of a cast. Got himself the wind strikes. That might be enough for damage. G-Pie right after. Does he have anything to follow up? Still got a bit of shielding coming back up little by little. That G-Pie is gonna hurt, do a bit of decent damage. And now he just keeps plundering. Just all that damage just keeps piling on the Pyroblast. Back to back to back. Sham looking for a bit of healing of his own. But he's not completely out of the woods, or he's not completely out of options either. Big Meteor around the corner does not connect nearly as hard as it could have. But I think it's just you want to make sure that Meteor goes in together with a combust, right? Maybe Alter for now. It might be okay as long as if Sham can remove the Alter. Yeah, if Sham can remove the Alter, he can at least deny him any ability to heal. That or at least like push the heal early. G-Pie, Sham does not allow how to work with breath. Look like G-Pie did nothing. Did he cancel it early? Full burst, maybe? Oh my god! Just had a random bout of combust and just made it work. Almost catching Zimbox out of stealth too. Big Convoke knocking it back. Now only thing he has is a Cauterize. He's just gonna walk away. Full combust. Try to see if he can plunder the Feral for his health. Meteor down. Zimbox not walking out of it. He just trying to see if he can stay in. Big combust. Does he have it? Cauterize last second. Trying to see if he can just place a bunch of pyros in his man's face. Shields last second. Breath to fall away. Zimbox. Oh! The mage lands 3. Oh, the man. I even said in the beginning. Team Krager was walking in with one man down. I don't know if the recording captured it. Wait, someone's like a surfer on that thing. Team Cracker's walking in with one man down that needed somebody to play like a one-man army. And now the mage stepped up to the test. He stepped up to the plate. And you're really sent it home. My God. It is going to be anime blasted out completely by Saya. That is the plight of rogues, man. We've been nerfed down and Subtlety got nerfed more than once at this point. In this expansion alone. So there it goes. He just walks up and just absolutely get obliterated. Paladin just had to go for a full go. Are you Hammer? Or are you a Herald? Either Hammer or Herald. I can't tell. The only thing I can tell is different if he gets himself like Holy Flame. No, he's Herald. Yeah, now that he has the beam. The stream. I got the might used to call this thing P-Stream. Just lights. Full burst on Saya. He does get himself plenty of survivability, or he does go in for big defenses. Fear into Saya, just lock up for a second. Tell me you got yourself a way to break out of the Lion Hand, or not Lion Hands, but out of the bubble, because he is just Saya just surviving a lot of this. Orc, I don't know what you can do. Rally just got not a lot of health left. Last hammer flying in and just takes it. Cracker is the last one left. Has to find this paladin yet again. Full blades up and running. At the very least, hopefully the other warrior was able to soften him up. Full bubble. He doesn't have a way to break it. He just got to play defensive. He's got himself a reflect. He's got himself a banner, so at least the CC doesn't last long at all. Stun onto Saya, blaze and fall, trying to stay on him as best as possible. Saya able to walk away with just a little bit of the horse, a little bit of the hand of freedom. Trinket out of Cracker while parry is still active. Saya backing away for a second. Shield of Vengeance is up. Got himself a little bit of that self heal. And Cracker at this point needs to find a way to lock down Saya. I don't know if he'll be able to though. I do not know if he'll be able to. He doesn't have a lot to work with here. Disarm, last second. But like, what do you do in this situation? Leaping in, but Saya just doesn't give him a chance. My God. That is a lot. A lot. 3 for Saya, 3 for now. Wow. Well done. Let's see if we can get himself a bit of a reshuffle on the team plush, yeah? Let's get that team a bit of a reshuffle, boys. So let's get another one going. Alrighty, so I'm going to make the team. I'm going to make the group. I'm going to list it back here. If you want to join for 5V5 1V1 DUELS, signed up. I'm going to keep the group rolling as a listed so we can get some fresh new bodies. Any new names that we see, we'll get them. Otherwise, we'll take some people that already get to play. So we'll do a bit of a reshuffle here. So if you guys want to join, well, welcome to. Plus, feel free to jump into the group whenever you can. But I think it's the best 1v1 duel class. I would have to say the best 1v1 class for duels. I think under most conditions, I'd probably say Feral Druid. But now the Paladin got the bubble and the forbearance. I feel like in a proper 1v1, they could probably like outlast you. I'll need to see you a little bit more, but I think they could probably outlast. But yeah, you me send messages. Got it. Sounds good, my man. Got a spot if you want in smiley face. Yeah, Ren, if you want to join, fan, we got a spot. Can't get to play. I'll give him a second. 1 sec. New party for me. Here we go. I'm gonna solo shuffle. All good, friend. All good. All fellow warriors, let's leave war with until they make us better. I guess that's one way you could do it, right? Protest out. That could work. We'll grab Kedem. Time for burgers and fries. GG's, friend. GG's. Who else can I get in on these? There's Arhi. Arhi was on earlier, but he ain't on right now. Hey, wanna join 5V5 DUELS, friend? Let's see if we can get him in. We'll get a little bit of variety here, hopefully. Bayek. Hey, Bayek. Wanna join some 5V5 1v1 DUELS? Question mark. So we need 3 more for this team. We'll be good to go, boys. Need 3 more bodies and we'll be good to go. I should have eaten before I started this, by the way. Ooh, Book of Lemon. Let me see if he wants in. See if he'll be down. Crazy Cat? I don't remember if Crazy Cat plays these. Oh, hey. Wanna join Duels? Question mark? See if you'll be down. War Within meta. Did you guys see that they apparently added a new War Within meta achievement where you'll be able to earn some stuff? Apparently ends out as schemes by completing achievements. Looks like there'll be also a meta achievement for Xalata stuff for War Within. And they got I'll Remember You, a Breaker song ship. It's basically the ship from the shop. But I actually wonder if I have all of these or most of these. I'll Remember You. Main story of Siren. Oh, Siren Isle. Oh, that's for Siren Isle? Never mind. There's a meta achievement for Siren Isle apparently. Never mind. Holy. Only one? Sounds good. Okay. Okay, we got a spot. You want to join in for one? Okay, cool. We'll still need to swap people out then. Who else do we invite? Who else do we invite? Marcy, Loopy. I think Loopy is a PvE guy, right? Don't remember. I do not remember. Isla Conquest. Is that a BG? See if Necro's joining. Also, if anybody was in Team Krager that wants to join our team, you're more than welcome to. We got a spot. Well, it's gonna invite Venny. Who is Venny? I don't know who the Venny is, so I'm just like, ooh, should I invite? Should I not invite? I don't know. The Silver join these? Shy? Who's Shy? Esmond T? I remember that guy. He used to join these a lot. But he's on the thing. What do I invite, man? That player, new PvP. Mother welcome, join us. Leo! Let's go, dude! Leo's the boy! Okay, we need one. We'll be good to go. You ever host any newbie duels for new players? I mean, anybody and everybody can join the 5v5 duels we have here. New players, noobs, pros, moderately competitive players in PvP. Like, anybody could join these, man. I don't really, like, deny people from joining duels. Ever. If you have an interest in these, man, just jump into the deep end. That's usually how we do it. We had some people that start off at like a, like not really super familiar with PvP. They kind of just join in, have some fun, maybe 1600 at most rated. And then join some duels just to like iron out those skills, get used to what classes do in PvP. Because you really get to learn a lot about what another class does when you 1v1 them. And then they grow. And they grow from there. It just becomes a regular thing. Show up in the duels, practice, get to know what all classes do. You take that knowledge into arenas and you climb and climb and climb and climb. And when he would wax me, I mean, you're more than welcome to join us or get you in here, my man. Hell yeah. 150k DPS with 21 ammo differences between me and the guy with in gearing Rogue. Dude, I think Rogue does a lot of damage, so I feel like it really should commit gearing one. It's a lot of fun. I'll make him lead. And because we're not getting too much shuffling in the team, we'll probably just like keep the teams as is for a handful here. We'll have Krager swap people around, but we won't swap too many. Cool. The Grand should be good to go. Should be good. But yeah. But yeah, I don't really try to make like, oh, let's make like a pro bracket and let's do like a noob bracket or whatever, right? Anybody and everybody can play together, and I like to mix things up in a big old mixing bowl, right? I don't try to like separate people in that regard. It's just not my thing. I like the idea, but I don't know. Maybe one day, something like that. We could do that, but yeah, usually just like mixing everybody up together, man. Let everybody get a chance to play. Alrighty, switch. And after this, we'll probably need to swap out Buka, but Buka is going to be in these, so hopefully we'll get a chance to play. Look, it's so serious. Is this the old set? That is the old set. Where's the new set? The new set, the old set. Oh wait, you don't even have the full old set. It's like mix and match pieces with a weapon and everything. That looks good. What is this on a big mount? Is it Leo? It is Leo, the boy. Still on Frost? I love it. Zimbo on that team. We got ourselves Orc. We got ourselves Get him. Who's going to be first up and who's going to be available here? Buka immediately charges in. Krager's been dueling against so many paladins back to back. At this point, his iron will is just set dead set on dueling paladins at this point, man. He's got to be practiced and ready to go. It's not a Herald of the Sun this time around. It's a big hammer pally, which has a lot more burst, but doesn't have that like eternal dot that stays in you forever. So maybe some second win opportunity. Still massive hammers, big shield, a big blessing of protection. Kraken trying to see if he can back up out of there. May have to pop a parry here as Buka Lemon charging in. He does play around Wake of Ashes, and he just doesn't have a lot of damage. So that's a defensive gotten out of Kraken at the very least. And Kraken trying to see if he can reconnect back and stun. Reflected back in Buka with a trick, and immediately that's exactly what Kraken needed. Hammers flying from the sky, fear onto Buka. I don't know if he's got a leap, but he's trying to see if he can buy himself some time with that second wind. I don't know if he'll be able to. Yeah, not going to be able to get second wind healing whatsoever. Buka just not giving him a chance here at all. Charged by Kragar, trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of survivability. Disarm, bubble. He does have a shattering for this one. Reflect was available in case there was a stun for it. I think might have been able to stun him. Full Searing Glare. Krager at least can heal, even though blinded can rip away some health from Buka. Full Wake of Ashes. Massive hammers flying in. Krager with a full stun. Big demolish. Trying to see if he can end the duel right now. Got himself a little bit of health to work with. Defensive stance to follow. Just needs a little bit more damage. That or second wind healing. He doesn't have fear. He doesn't have anything here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. The Paladins. The fact that Bubble is off that forbearance thing makes it so much harder to play against, doesn't it? So much harder. I think we just lost a guy. I think we lost a Demon Hunter, but we got ourselves King, the Shaman, Kin. I'll call it Kin, just because it's easier. We got ourselves Hargard? Hargard. Yeah, Haggard. I'll call him Haggard. I'll call him Haggard, just to make it a little bit easier. Buka getting stripped for parts as Adaby. Just being an attaboy here. Sapping to work immediately, does go for Zerkers with a stun, trinket immediately as Adaby just trying to see if he can take the momentum. He built up from the pally. Oh, to the Orc Warrior! Holy his health bar! Adaby just trying to see if he can back up out of the old bleeds. Cloak of Shadows just gotta play defensive, gotta play it safe, my guy. Gotta play it safe. Ooh, wait, second wind, no! I think maybe just let that second wind happen at this point. Yeah, I think you may just have to let that second wind happen. I don't think there's much you could do. Unless, if you're going in, you're getting very, very aggressive. Blind off of the Shadow Strike. I think he just did it for calm points, right? Oh, Stormbolt. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Orc is, by the way, sporting everywhere. Vanish out of Adaby. Hit the shot onto Orc. Does he have the damage he needs? He's got him some big secret technique. Does he have the eviscerate he's looking for? He's got himself a little bit of health to work with. Fear onto Adaby. Orc backing up out of there. Charges back in with a full bleed onto Adaby. Trying to go for big burst. Disarm ready. He charges in for full avatar. Does go for a shockwave for a second. Adaby is bleeding out. Gouge for a second. Does not last long at all. Adaby, oh. Trying to see if he can get himself a big go afterwards. But at that point, he just has left with nothing. With Kin gonna be up next. Blasting out full stun onto Orc. Full ascend and everything available. Just trying to see if he can send that man straight to heaven. There ain't nothing he can do right now. All those wind strikes back to back. And Kin is hoping whoever's going to be next. He wants to charge it like, who's going to be next? I got to ascend. Let me unleash the ascend, please. But it's going to be Kadam. Got himself a full reset behind the pillar. Hanging out by the eye. Aim shot around the corner versus Kin. Not going to give him a chance here. Wailing arrow while he's behind the pillar. You have to move. You can't get interrupted. You have to press wall or something. Actually, I don't think he can even wall. He's just trying to see if he can stay behind the pillar and heal. At this point, he can't do much. Like Lasso next to Kadam does not break out of it. It's actually going to be a quick scatter in between of those casts. Leaping in. Kin still has a wall. He might need to go and use that wall super aggressively here. Wall as well as a shield. As long as Kadam cannot remove it, does get to remove it. Kin needs to recover. He needs all that healing. He needs all that survivability right now. It is not a great spot, man. It is not a great spot to be in. Kadam leaping around the corner. Full barrage, full flurry of arrows. Kin trying to see if he can get himself a bit of damage. Got himself a bloodlust. Full burst. This is the most amount of damage you can do. He might just be able to fight on. Fight strong. Needs that Maelstrom. He's got a lot of mana. Turtle Shell. Kadam needs to pick up a little bit of health. Trying to go for healing surges. Needs Maelstrom to maximize his healing. Kadam with the freezing trap to stop Kin in place. With a binding shot. You gotta break it. But it's not going to be good at all. Wailing arrow, super low, Tempest. You need one more zap, one more big hit. Rooted the guy for a second. You need a Maelstrom. Got himself a bit of a zap. Killing Surge last second, but Kadam. That's going to sound the kill. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. That was a lot. That was a lot. I was on the edge of my seat, dude. I was panicking for him. Oh. How do you win that? I think you all you can do is get close enough, light the last one, hope that's enough damage, and then maybe get a big like sunder at the end or something. Haggard is gonna try to see if he can get over to get him. Having a hard time though, as the hunter does end up picking up a camo. For Haggard, oh, he's got options of pick up the eye, or just look for the guy, or just let him get the open run. He's trying to go for that aim shot. As soon as he picks up the eye, leaping in, almost avoiding one of the traps. Get him. Not on camera anymore, so he's denying him any kind of healing. Botting shot down. Haggard needs to go a long way around him, but it's going to be wailing arrow, full burst, everything available. Soon as he charges in, trinket immediately. That marksmanship hunter burst is out of this world. Quick scatter just to give himself a bit of a breather. Yet another chart trap. You literally cannot do anything. Another wailing arrow, rapid fire is just over. How do you deal with this? That is just all that damage. We did lose out a +1 on Team Krager, so I think we would have had a longer game here, but man, how do you deal with that damage? Oh no. All right, who is lead on Team Plush? Because Plush is switching over to Rogue right now. Whoever is lead on the team that now has 4, the lost a Feral Druid, can you toss me an invite if you have me on Real ID really quick? Because I'll just get that group again and I'll invite Plush back in and we'll keep the group as they are. Only one? Yeah, we're doing some 5v5 1v1 duels. You're more than welcome to join us, guy. Now switch next remake. Okay, works out. So hold Feral this time around, and then we could. What we'll do for the switch up Plush is just you'll invite me to the group. So I'll take over. You'll make me lead. You'll leave. You'll switch over to the rogue, and then we'll just like do a little like switcheroo. How does that sound? Just to make sure that group does not fall apart. Because I don't know if we'll be able to remake your group too many times. But yo, let me know when you're ready. Because I think Krager is ready. Plush, let me know when you're ready. And we'll get another one going. We'll do a Tiger's Peak. I feel like we're burning through these souvenirs really quickly. We've never done a Rook, so let's do a Rook. Ready though? Beautiful. Beautiful. Disappointing that we rarely see priests in these duels. Last week we actually saw a few. Last week actually was a really heavy priest game. And priests do really well. Priests are really good in duels. Like right now they have just enough of a kit to survive and do damage while behind the pillar, especially as the Void Weaver playstyle. So they're pretty fun. They're pretty good. Like not amazing, not insane, not the greatest dueling class in the world, but pretty good. But pretty good. You know? Join 1v1 once if you're gonna be my stupid pod vendor. I hate Night Fate. Yeah, I do remember pod vendor. Imagine if that thing stayed in the game, bro. It was just wild. Whenever I don't know difference, might have to play more Outlaw. Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All you need is just like find a good way to like rotate your cooldowns as Outlaw. And then I would pick up the weak aura Jake for Roll the Bones. It literally does it for you. You don't have to manage Roll the Bones at all. It literally does it for you. You don't have to think about Roll the Bones at all. And it lets you maximize it. Just roll the bones outside of CDs and you'll be good. That's all you gotta do. It's easy. Alrighty, switch. Buka Lemon, first one up versus team 2. Buka's gonna be first up versus, what's your name? What is it? Okay, so the name is Pierdushka. I have no idea what that means. Perry. We'll call him Perry the Platypus. Perry the Perry the Beastmaster Hunter. I'm just gonna call him Perry. Perry, immediately, full burst, unleashing the entire zoo. Literally, the zoo is unleashed. Grab your tickets. See all the exotic animals from raptors to raptors. Actually, just a raptor and a couple of tigers. Raptors and tigers. That's literally all the zoo is filled. You ever heard of Tiger King? Well, we got Perry here, the Raptor King, apparently. What is happening? As it's going to be full blind on the pets as well as the hunter. As Perry just trying to see if he can back up out of the scene that he just is missing all of his shots. It is going to go for a turtle shield just to get himself a quick little reset. Buka Lemon stunned immediately off of that turtle, perfectly timed. That was a scattered trade though, but still the hammers are flying in. Are the hammers prioritizing Perry or are they prioritizing the pets? I am hoping the hammers are not like Convoke. I think Perry's just dead. I think those hammers are honed in like a missile. They know exactly where they're going. Those hammers know exactly where they are because where they are. What does that mean with missile? The missile knows where it is because it knows where it is, or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's an old meme. It makes 0 sense in the context. There's no context. Full parry up for Kragar. Just trying to see if he can break past the defense of Buka. Bubble, lay on hands. He doesn't need anything. He just can lay on hands and bubble later. Oh my god. The fact that this man can lay on hands and then just bubble later, it does not need defenses at all. Reflect up. Big demolish. Try to see if he can make some damage. Reflected something. Oh, stunned. He does have a trinket. Buka Lemon with a bubble. No, not even a bubble. Actually, no, he used bubble a lot earlier. That's why. That's why. So that was perfect for Kragar. Did really, really well. Good day, Del. What's up, Chris? Hey, doing, man? This is going to be Orc up next. Not giving Kragar a chance here. Oh, and does go in for a last Slayer strike at the end. Was not going to give Kragar a moment of freedom or survivability or anything. This man's name is the best name ever. We'll just call him BJ for short, yeah? We'll just call him BJ for short, man. BJ the Mage. Oh, it is so good. Oh, that is so good. I love these guys' names, dude. Them Slavic homies got some crazy good names, man. Gotta love it. BJ dropping down Phoenixes. Brad onto Orc. Michu fully coming down. Orc caught in a freeze. Does get a stun short. Needs to pick up some healing. Down to pick up some line of sight and stay away from BJ. Is gonna go for a quick fear. Quick heal. He just is out in the open. As long as BJ keeps him out in the open, those frostfire bolts are painful. Couple of scorches. Big execute. Oh, it's over. Man, Scorch's executes in PvP are actually brutal. They buffed him up quite a bit, huh? Pyroblast sent and Kedem. Kedem trying to drop down. Big burst down onto BJ. He's standing next to you. Invis for a second. Does he go for a breath? He may need something that's going to be full caught into Ice Block. The fact that he had to burn both of them is a little rough because both defenses are gone. Sometimes you can separate the two and get enough shields in order to survive. Breaks out of the block really quickly just to go for shifting power. This man is wild. He could have gotten a full recovery back there, but he decided against it. Fire, Ring of Fire on one side. Kennen with a Shadow Melt. Try to see if he can find a Freezing Trap to follow. Kennen does get himself a lockdown onto BJ. Stun to follow. And he got himself a proper go. It's going to be a immediate blink. Still get a hit with a rapid fire. That is going to be a big burst. BJ did go for an ultra, so he's able to or reverse blink to at least recover some health. Meteor down. Does not connect with Kennen, I don't think. Does get himself a defensive either way, though. Full burst is available, right? That is full burst available. Rapid fire a little bit onto BJ. Cannot go for a proper wailing arrow as it does land inside him. Getting close up, maybe with a breath. Perfect breath to disrupt the trick and a follow. He might just take it. Oh, the rapid fire while you're in full Banshee mode is unreal with Haggard going to be up next. Turtle Shell out immediately for Kedem. Haggard just trying to see if he can maybe get himself a bit of a rematch. Last time he played against Kedem, he literally just got planked out with arrows from a distance and couldn't do anything about it. It was a tough one. It was not an easy one at all, whatsoever. Kedem does get himself a camo, though. If you can AoE them out, you might be able to get him, though. You might be able to get him. Thanks very much. Appreciate you, my man. Thanks for coming by, friend. Okay, so we'll need some replacement for Buka Lemon after this, but otherwise we'll be good. But yeah, Haggard done. Not in the greatest of spots right now. Just getting plinked away by Kedem. Binding shot, immediately just moved to the side and stunned him. Binding shot sometimes is just unreal. You would think that you need to get close enough to binding shot. It just like hooks you from a distance. Binding shot has a range. I guess it's generous to make sure the hunters cannot really miss the binding shot. But like when you walk into the side away from it and you get stunned, I think it's a little beyond. Rapid fire. Haggard is just not in a great spot, man. He's having to go for a bit of a battle master trinket just to give himself a little bit more health here. He can't do much right now. You're just getting blinked away by those rapid fires. Like, what do you do in this situation as a warrior? Man. So maybe, Alien, maybe you're right. Maybe warriors should go on strike because Blizzard ain't giving you guys love right now. Rapid fire, got to slow into Haggard. Full burst. I mean, unless you have someone here, got a defensive, but like, yeah, like you got enrage regen, but like, what do you? You can't go anywhere. You're just gonna slay you anyway. Ken is gonna be up next. Just taking the momentum onto Ken. Not give him a chance here. Man does not even get a moment to breathe. Just trying to see if he can get some of his own pressure rolling versus Shaman. But that's a full wailing arrow. Rapid fire. Got himself a shield. Looking to get some damage in. Is it going to be enough though? I don't know what that was, by the way. It was just like a bull rush there for a second. Or at least attempted bull rush. I have no idea what I was trying to do. But Ken, I'm able to get a couple of dots onto Ken. Big explosives on him as well. Try to see if we continue pelting it from a distance. Big tempers on the pet, but those rapid fires are still hitting you every time. You just don't have Maelstrom to kill yourself right now. Is he gonna go for damage? He's trying to see if he can make the damage happen. He's using all that Maelstrom for damage. He just needs more healing though. A lot more healing. Build up Maelstrom. Someone Ghost Wolves and heal. With that stun though, I don't know if you can do much right now. And it's just over. God, that's brutal. That is brutal against a Hunter. What do you do in that situation? Hunter just running amok right now. Twice he's just like willing error and just absolutely demolish people. Which is cool to see. I love the Hunters can do that. Good, I'm happy for him. But like, man, it is toughy. Blush, toss me an invite so I can take over the group real quick. Also, that's like a gathering of paladins you hear, man. Andy Prot, Jewel Must. What is his name, man? What is this guy's name? Aristotelian, I think. I don't really know. 1 sec. Plush. Lost a few. Okay, send me an invite. I'll take over the group. We'll reform. Made a group? Okay. But as a rogue? Oh, just switch. Okay, I'll join you and then we'll switch you around. How does that sound? There needs to be a longer CD on rapid fire. It's far too strong to be used that frequently. I think maybe. I think the way they have it tuned is mostly for PvE purposes, but maybe in PvP they could like give it a longer cooldown, but like I would have to adjust it quite a bit though. They would have to adjust it. Swapping some people around. Yeah. This isn't an MC group. Who needs a raid? Somebody who popped in is like, hey, you guys aren't doing Molten Core? And it's like, no. Why would we do Molten Core? Alright, we need a couple of bodies, boys. If y'all want to join in, more than welcome to. It's up here. It's GG's. GG's, friend. Yo, what's this? Nebby. Got a spot. Got a spot if you want back in on the face. And who else was it? It was Ren got a spot again. Here we go. Flush is back in the rogue. Yeah, I do wonder if that's something that could maybe be adjusted, Christos. I think what is frustrating about the ability is like the fact that it's like during the main CDs it's up a lot. I don't know. But then again, like how else like Marksman Hunter kind of is designed around rapid fire, and like these abilities are designed around the whole like, you know, once you started channel, you can still catch people. Ken, get him in here, man. Get him in here. I don't know, actually, yeah. How would you would just like what? Just give it a longer cooldown? Because they're designed around PvE with a shorter cooldown, so you can make rapid fire builds work. I feel like if you give it a longer cooldown, a lot of this rapid fire talents would just kind of go out of the window. It would make the class even burstier, I guess. But like, I don't know. This needs tuning. A spell that can chunk half someone's health HP is no joke. I mean, aim shots can also do that. I think aim shots hit harder than rapid fire, right? Then again, marksman hunters don't have like constant damage. They don't deal damage constantly. They have those big windows of aim shots and rapid fire, and then they don't really do damage outside of that. So they're kind of like a Destro Warlock, right? Who can Chaos Bolt for a lot of damage, but the other abilities he doesn't really do that much. Like Conflagration maybe does a little. A good setup, buffed up Incinerate can maybe do a bit, but like actually just cast and Incinerates, you know, they just don't get as many casts, but like when they do cast, it's hard hitting. So I guess it's just a little different. Also, where's Cobre? I need my man Cobre in these. Is Cobre not around? I miss Cobre. I miss Cobre. I like his name too, because I can roll my R's. Cobre. Which is actually, I think, how we'd say his name, Cobre. Actually, yeah, that is exactly his name, Cobre. Because Slavics roll our R's. So, a name like that, like if you were to just say it in like Russian, for example, you would just say, you wouldn't say Cobre, like a R, soft R. You'd be like Cobre. Okay, we still need Onomas, by the way. I wanted to change it, but we didn't need Onomas. Yeah, like maybe, okay, so they maybe changed Hunters to like aim shot or arcane shots did more damage, but rapid fire did a little bit less, so you have like more of a sustain E profile. That could maybe work. You know? Maybe. It would need to be like, it would be a give and take kind of system though, right? So if you were gonna take it away, you gotta give something back. Unless it's like, yeah, I think the only way that could work is you gotta do a give and a take. Do I invite Dipson in these? He's just leveling Evoker, man. Let him do his leveling thing. Advo, yeah, you can join up, my man. You got a LFG group. Molten Core, да-да-да, можно. У нас группа в Molten Core, если хочешь, можно. Cyber Dyson, окей, хорошо, я тебя могу add. Может, ты приходишь на эти, ты всегда, каждый раз с каргаром, и давай мне тебя добавлять. Если можно. Here we go. I think I got you. I думаю, I got. Yeah, here we go. Hey, здорово, друг, как дела? How you doing, my man? Welcome to the squad. Playing with Krager, playing some against Krager. We'd love to see it, man. Love to see it. Alrighty, we give a plus lead. Ready. And we're gonna do a what I send you guys into, man? Have I done Tiger's Peak? We did Tiger's Peak. Yeah. But yeah, man, you're more than welcome to, like, when we do these duels, if you want to queue up with Krager and then queue against Krager, I'm cool with that. Want to queue versus Arms, see how it feels as a Warlock? Yeah, that'll be, I think you win those in most cases, to be honest. Just like going off of like just the way that Warlock plays, and Arms just not having that same like longevity. But who knows, right? Yeah, hopefully you guys will get matched up. Hopefully you guys will get matched up, unless you want to be like, yo, team, if Krager's first, can I go first? It's up to you. Between you and the teams, though. Oh, GG's. Okay, so no more Nemi for the night. I love when Nemi joins these. Twitch. I like Demonology, by the way. I need to play my Warlock somewhere now that they get buffed up. I think I'm probably going to stick with Demonology for a bit. Try out the different hero specs. I've been Dashel for the most part, but Demo seems like a lot of fun. We got Leo over for the team. One so far, man has not got a chance to play. Look at that sad face, dude. This actually looks so sad. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Because this guy's such a cool guy. But he hasn't got a chance to play. Tell me he's getting a chance. Is it Plush? Is it Orc? Orc's first up. Out and about versus a Meritas. We got a Feral Druid for team 1 and Plush. And that's the time for him not to go Feral this time around, right? Now is the time for him not to go Feral. Is it Orc first? He's like... It looks like it's him. I think Emeritus is going in for full bleeds, trying to see if he can peel behind the pillar. I think Orc exactly is just hanging back. He's like, okay, it's a stealthy, so it has to be the Feral. I just want to see if he can start him while away from the pillar. As long as I can use mobility to catch back up to him. Mary trying to go by and see if he can get a couple bleeds. Big bite to follow. Orc at some point is going to need to see if he can lock him down to full stun. But he's just going behind the pillar and catching regrowths. Orc does pick up a little bit of health. Also picking up his own big heal though too. That's a pretty big defensive. It's going to be full incarn. Massive burst out of the Feral Druid. Bled up Orc completely. There's just no chance to fight against that. Is there Leo? Finally Leo gets a chance to play and throwing him into the deep end. Right in the cage with the Tiger. Double stun, full burst. It's going to be a full wall. He's trying to see if he can just stay cheeked up on an afternoon. Looking to blast out the Feral, who's picking up a lot of healing. IBF, mad burst, and oh! Hold on a second. From the EK versus a Feral Druid. Looks like you can live and survive it. I am surprised. BJ going to be up next. As the man trying to see if he can just survive this go here, or Leo rather, the one trying to see if he can survive the Feral Bleeds, as well as a combusted mage who's got ulti time. Also, I gotta take a look at the models for ulti time, because those were so jank for a good bit of PTR, and they really got them functioning after the patch went live, because it was so buggy. It was so buggy for a bit. I'm surprised that they got that working. You know, 11.05 started out with a lot of like bugs and stuff, a lot of things broken. But that one somehow they got it working right for some reason or another. Full defenses out for Leo. Got himself a bit of a Lichborn to also add an extra layer of defenses on top of an AMS. Dropping down a dome, trying to see if he can keep himself alive here as best as possible. BJ backing up out of there, just trying to see if he can coax Leo out of the big bubble that he's got going on. With Pyroblast flying in back to back. He's actually taking a bit of damage. Cannot send the guy flying as he got him so death advanced on top of the horse. And actually, I think Leo could go down. Does go for the death back last second as BJ drops down into a full ice block, looking for that recovery. Dampening not really all that high. And I think Leo, AMS, he should be just fine. Should be able to wait out the necrotics and maybe get some healing. Altar is up right now for BJ. Look at that image. It actually looks really, really cool. I like the look for it. Leo not feeling all that good right now. Does get a grip on the BJ. Stun. Does get himself a second stun to follow. Bets are in. Might need to get a kick. Blind real quick on the fire. Hold on a second, BJ. Not completely done yet. Does cauterize. Hold on. He just cauterized. Into Scorches. Hoping to end this. Pyro. He needs a heal. Oh. Burnt out at the end of it. Breath real quick onto Plush Poly right after. There's no shot. Plush shaking it down. Oh, no way. That shot him out. He's trying to pick up food. Oh, there's nothing he could do. Oh, he could just fire blast him. It's over. Blink. Oh, reverse. Oh, reverse. Oh, it's over. I am surprised Plush ended up going greedy with that trinket, by the way. I am surprised. I thought, like, this way you just sit it and you just get the kill without sending a trinket. Because now you're going up against versus Haggard. This is where probably you would have maybe needed a trinket, because the warrior wants to play a long game, wants to play the sustained game. He's going to go for a trinket out of the blind, because that's the only thing he's really got to watch out versus Rogue. Does he have another charge? Does not. Vanish for the Rogue. Does he have bleeds on him, though? Are you playing just one charge advantage, Plush? I think you are, right? By the looks of it, you are. And it looks like a bleed is still keeping you out in the open. The warrior leaping around the corner does not quite catch Plush. That is going to be something catching him out, though. Evasion for Plush immediately able to at least build comp points and avoid some of the damage from the warrior, as he got himself a thunderous roar to place a bleed on the guy. Might be enough to keep Plush out of stealth. Full flagellation. Everything is available. Haggard maybe looking at a defensive here. Does go for some bursts of his own, so he's trying to counter offensive with offensive. Taking lots of damage though without flagellation. Does go for a potentially big defensive. Trying to see if he can save it in the last second. Intro to someone to Plush. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. The word charges in, getting those Slayer strikes. Another charge just get Plush out in the open. Does he have a leap to catch back up to the Rogue? I think the Rogue might be able to catch a reset. He's just trying to see if he can avoid Haggard. Does he get to? Also, is Haggard playing Bladestorm? Because he's definitely not a mountain thing, but I'm hoping he's actually playing Bladestorm for some damage, right? Because I don't think I've seen him use Bladestorm so far once. I don't even know if it's on his bars or talented in. Unless he's straight up playing Slayer, just for Slayer strikes and executes, and ignore Bladestorms completely, which I guess could be a possibility. Plus, we'll full dots onto Haggard. Just try to see if you can dot him and run away out of there. Quick gouge for a second. Haggard able to. There goes the Bladestorm. I think maybe built up quite a bit of damage. The Bladestorm really starting to ramp up quite a bit though. Reflect. Something reflected from a Rogue? Wait, what do you reflect from a Rogue? Hold on a second. What did you reflect from a Rogue? Huh? Okay, Rogues don't really do a lot of spell casting here. I am confused as a Rogue main. What was it Shadowy Duel? Did he reflect a Shadowy Duel? What did he just reflect? I swear I heard the reflect sound and everything. What did you reflect? Was it a rupture? A plague strike from a backstab? Because he's Deathstalker and they do a bit of plague damage, which is a mixture of like shadow and nature damage. I'm just surprised you can reflect something from a Rogue. As Haggard immediate disarm, as Plush has himself full cooldowns available, Shadow Blades and everything is up. You just gotta keep the pressure rolling in. He's got himself a quick advantage for just a second. If you can just keep the pressure rolling in, kidney shot. Does he have the eviscerates? Does he have the finishers? Gouge for a moment. Try to see if he can kind of weave in and back up out of the evasion to follow. The warrior's still on the chase, even though it's an evasion. He's trying to see if he can stay on him, and he's somehow still getting some hits through that evasion. Big bleed into a quick charge. Fear as a Rogue trying to see if he can escape. As long as you keep the Rogue next to you, you might just be able to stay on him as best as possible. Stormbolt for a second. Big execute right after. Overpower to follow. Or not overpower. It's the Onslaught? I think it's Onslaught. Cheat death out of the Rogue though. I don't know what he can do. Gouge? It just hit a one throw. No throw. Heroic throw was not it. He's still blood up though. What are you bleeding to? What is making you lose health? No, seriously, what is bleeding you? What is making you lose health? Oh! A leap! Are you gonna be able to recover? Haggard just go for that leap. He almost got the charge. He almost got exactly what he needed. But the Rogue catching a clean one. Holy. Now I got two questions. What is his bleed? Is it the Bloodthirst bleed? It might be. Or unless he had like a Thunderous Roar there going at the last second. Plus catching up a lot of that first aid right now. First aid is allowed in duels. Anything that is allowed by Bliss is allowed in these duels. And you definitely should be picking up some first aid of your own. I guess it's a worry you don't really need it. But I guess you should still use it just because it's really, really strong. But the Rogue able to catch up at 36% dampening does help him equalize his duel a little bit. Or at least swing in his direction. He does have full burst. Stun. that's a trade he didn't want because he really wanted to have a proper go here. Flagellation, Shadow Blades, everything available. This is the time to make some kind of damage happen. Stunned by the warrior into a shadowy duel. Got himself full burst. Everything is available. Do you have enough eviscerates? So one more eviscerate is all you need. Charged by the warrior. Oh! It just goes in for a swipe mid gouge. That's just a proc while CC'd. Kid is going to be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a go versus Orc. Full avatar and everything. Does go for the knockback. It's going to be a Blaze Storm back in there with a Reflect, doing a number of damage to the Shaman into a quick fear. And Haggard, as long as he doesn't take too much damage, second one would be coming back up, but he does get hit by Thunder, so that's going to disrupt a lot of it. Lightning Lasso for Kin, backing up out of the Drink it out for Haggard with a Thunder Sword. That's going to be double stun. I think he's got the damage. Thunder's going to be short. Very, very short stun. Disarm for a second. Haggard picking up a little bit of health. It could be anyone's game. I think right now Kin got himself the most amount of cooldowns. Haggard just does nothing. And all Kin was trying to do is set up a big Tempest and just end this. Oh my goodness. And Perry? Yeah, Perry. I was going to say, like, what the hell is his name for a second? I gave him a nickname last time. We're going to call him Perry. Perry, the high mountain beast mastery hunt. Look at that stealth animation. Look at that walk cycle they do. Something about Cambo stealth is hilarious. It's like you kind of just huffle around. Big burst on a parry. Man, just having to rotate. I think defenses here. That's going to be survival of the aspect of the bear for him to get just a little bit of health. Exhilaration was used. I don't know if he's got wall. I'm assuming he does have wall. Most people have wall. I'm assuming he just is not showing up, but he's had to go immediate defenses immediately off of that ascent. That was huge amounts of damage. Full Lightning Lasso, Trinket right after. You gotta find a way to get him out of there into a freezing trap, but you can't go anywhere. You're also rooted. Not in a great spot to be in. Feign death, but you get sundered. Knocked back for a moment, disengage the other direction. At least you're able to separate, getting away from the totem. As he goes into a leap, but you run back into the stun totem as it rearms itself. Oh, that is so perfect for the Shaman. But he's not quite there, not quite ended him. Freezing trap waiting for him. You gotta make sure the pets don't get hit. He has the Ghost was in the freezing trap. That is so perfect. I don't think he meant to do it, but it was perfect. It couldn't be better. He's got full Maelstrom. If he's got a big Tempest, it's over. If he's got a big Tempest, hold on. If he's got a big Tempest, it is over. Perry, you got no health whatsoever. Hold on. Tempest, he lives one. Lightning Bolt does not live the second one. And Krager is the last one left. I don't know if he's going to be able to give Kin a chance here to duel. I don't think he needs to give him. He can give him a chance. If Krager wants to win these next two, he needs to take out Kin while he's got him. Use as little a cooldown as possible to have everything left for Advar, because he's the last one left here. Banner down, disarm onto Kin for a second. Full Tempest back to back of flying in. Krager with a reflect and a defense does get to reflect somewhere, but these Tempests continue to fly. Does get himself a parry just for extra defense. Kin with a wall, just trying to see if he can run out the clock as best as possible. You see the back away from Krager while he's got parry and just zap him from a distance. Krager locking down the stun, Trinket out for Kin. Still more Tempests are flying. This man is just a Tempest hurling machine. Krager could go for a defensive second wind. That is the play. 57% dampening. He's got to reflect for one cast. Second wind kicking in still for a little longer. Now the Ghost was attacking. Second wind no longer available. Kin just needs more Maelstrom. He's got himself lots of casts. Full Lightning Lasso into Krager. He's got lots of Maelstrom built up with these pets. He can just go for Ice Strikes and Frost Strikes from a distance. He's got himself full range build. He's an Elementalist, man. He's not playing Sunders. He's not playing Melee. He's playing Tempest, Lightning Bolts, Frost Shocks, and everything. Reflect up for Krager for a second. Kin super low. Krager's also super low. Tempest, but Krager does end up going to big demolish. Now the question is, does Adva give him a chance here? I think Ava does want to give him a proper chance. Oh, fantastic mount, by the way. I got that the other day. I got it the first day the event was up. It's a bit of a brag, but yeah, I was so happy. I was like, oh, I just need Arfus, like the puppy dog. That's all I need. Krager picking up a bit of that second wind. He's got that many better just coming back into. So he's in as bad of a spot as it can be, as best of a spot as it can be right now for this duel specifically. He's got himself some help to work with. Adva got all the cooldowns available and everything. Charhound is up for Adva. And I guess the question is, Who's gonna win? Because Krager does have a number of cooldowns still available to him. Got himself a charge, stun onto Advo, trinket, immediate port, and Krager charging back in. We are at high dampening, so any defenses used as early as possible helps. Fear on all these pets as he summoned the second Wrathguard, which is huge. Tyrant is going to be out and about. Parry up for Krager. He could technically round behind the pillar and avoid these pets as best as possible. Blaze Storm while Parry is up, made to rotate through Rallying Cry and everything. Try to stay on Advo as best as possible. Does not get the pummel. Actually, in fact, missed it. Full burst out of Advo. Krager out in the open, leaping behind the pillar after Advo. It's going to be full burst, full pets and everything. It is just over. That shadowy duel, or that demon soul, just continuing to flail and lash out of Krager back to back. Kim does pick up 2 of them. Well done. Well done. Let's get another one going here, boys. Plush and Team Krager. Let me know when you boys are ready. We'll get one more going here. These have been a lot of fun, by the way. I've been enjoying these a lot. These are a blast to watch and be part of. Even though I'm not really a part of these in the direct way. This is a spectator camera, dude. It does feel like you're really, really involved. This is fun. It's very, very fun. Alrighty. Krager, are we... Let's see what news show. Okay. Krager is saying he's done for the night. So Krager is actually done. So I think we might be done. Yeah, Plush, I appreciate for letting me know, but I think we're done for the night. Krager is outski. He's capped. He's tapped. But I think he also was doing these for a while too. So he's been doing these duels for a good bit. So yeah. Thank you, boys. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'm gonna let him know. Thank you. I feel like I want to write so much more to Krager, but I'm like trying to keep it short in Russian so I can just type it out really quickly, copy paste. I'm like really quick with my words. I'm not trying to be because he writes me like full sentences and I like translate in my head. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I want to say, and then I just try to keep it short because I feel like if I try going longer with my sentences, it just does not make sense, and I feel like I'm messing up my words, man. I think so. So for Krager is done for the evening. Let the team know for me. GG's and thanks for playing. I wonder if they'll do anything for rogues, man. You know what I mean? I wonder if they'll do for rogues. See you next week. See you next week, my guy. I wonder if they'll go back and they'll just like reconsider potentially not buffing rogues, because I don't think Blizzard likes to buff rogues. Plus, also, I feel like the community would lose their freaking minds if, let's see, wait, subtle to rogues got buffed up, even if it's like warranted, maybe? How dare you? You know what I mean? People don't like rogues. They're just not a very liked class. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Just think of how many people get like one shot while just out in the open world, just like hanging around, doing some world quests, maybe leveling. Maybe you're just doing professions, world quest, world boss, you know, whatever, and the rogue sneaks up and just blasts you out to smithereens, takes you apart piece by piece. What do you do in that case, right? What do you do? Ain't a lot. So buffing rogues, man, probably not to play. But yo, boys, thank you so much for coming by. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for hanging in. These have been a ton of fun. Tomorrow we got more over on the Team NA. That'll be a blast too. I do wonder if we'll see another like blue post on like more class changes arriving in the future or whatever. But for the night, I think I'm gonna go and get some work done. I'm gonna go and do my Hallow's End. As soon as I get Arthas, dude, I can stop queuing for it. I'm so excited. And I think I'm gonna probably spend the rest of the night getting weeklies out of the way, but also really want to get my trading post stuff done, because the stuff that's coming out in trading post looks exciting. And man, I also want to hang out on 1107 because that looks pretty cool as well. Like the new zone, I've been hanging out there a little bit. There's so many activities. There's so much stuff to do. There's just a constant go. There's always something to do. I'm sure part of it is just for testing, but like if this is going to be as active as it is right now, I'd be really cool with it. I'd be very happy with it. I think that'd be awesome. But yo, thank you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Alrighty. Hey boys, you guys have a good one. Peace.
we are not alone.